sorcerer that farts your way to victory. How are you not part of this group already?
This strategy. Please welcome Cartoon Donald Trump.
Woo, Cartoon Donald Trump.
Yeah. Can we turn this down a little bit?
Kyle, you look so much younger without a beard.
Yes, thank you.
You look like a baby.
Thank you.
Baby Kyle.
A fuzzy-faced baby.
Fuzzy baby Kyle.
It's like that stupid Mountain Dew commercial. Fuzzy baby cow. Fuzzy baby cow.
Okay.
No, we're not going to talk about that Mountain Dew
Stop it.
commercial.
Well, they really
We're just going to kind of let that one roll, and it's never going to exist.
And just forget that whole time period ever happened.
Yeah, that does not exist. I don't know what you're talking about. What Mountain Dew commercial? What is Mountain Dew? What is this thing of?
That's the real problem. Mountain Dew shouldn't exist. Alright. So everyone's here. Is everyone hearing and seeing? Well, seeing if they want to. Everybody?
Yes.
I don't feel like putting forth my beautiful face.
All right then.
I don't know. I just don't feel like putting on my camera.
You don't deserve it.
If I do, Midna will just come up and put her butt in it anyway.
Yeah.
What if we want that?
Maybe I can get
You
cool
want to see
here.
Midna's butt?
Whoa.
The cat and head.
Midna, come here. Kyle wants to see your butt.
Alright. Okay, let's do some system checks first. Alright, everybody. Can everybody move their token?
Yes.
Make sure that that's functional.
Yes.
Octa is now spinning in a circle.
Good.
Yep.
Okay, everybody's shifting their tokens about. That's great.
You asked.
I did ask. That's what I asked for. That's fine. Can everyone hear music?
Hey,
Yeah.
me and Doc Blue Cloak Group.
Cloaks.
Blue Cloaks.
Hashtag didn't go
Yay, non-colored.
Yes, I
What
hear
is that
that.
music? Let me turn that down.
Yeah, you
I'm
have
gonna,
that
I know
volume
I'm
control
gonna
on
turn it down.
your
I'm aware.
Love the house moving
If you
castle.
go to your settings, there's a master volume level. You can turn the music down there.
Yeah, I haven't finished painting my character thing yet.
Alright, cool. So, alright, so everybody, starting with Kirsten, introduce your character,
Alright, why me first?
because you're first in my list of people. And I think everybody's honestly, so yeah.
Alright, my
Left to
name
right.
is Octa Kyrian. I am a tiefling. Prefer to be, half demon per se. I am a demon hunter. Well, not so much demon hunter as monster hunter. I hire myself out to villages and towns that are being beset by creatures and fight to, help them get rid of those creatures. I'm primarily just a fighter. I have a glaive and a sword, and I also throw darts, because darts.
Because darts.
What all do you want me to say? Okay.
You can cover the basics.
Rar.
Alright, Kyle.
Introducing Doctoral Thunderbrand, short, Doc for short. He is a Dragonborn Paladin. He likes to identify as Dragonborn because he feels very closely connected to his god Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon. He's an awesome badass paladin who is going to make friends with you whether you like it or not.
Enforce friendship.
Because full-on friendship. Or Peter, go.
I am Arcus of the Nicolixius Dragonborn tribe.
Say that 5
clan.
times.
Yeah. Traditionally, the Dragonborns use their clan name first, but I am trying to distance myself from them. I am one of the sorcerers born to the every other generation. And in this clan, they use their sorcerers to gain political and monetary power by threatening and intimidating who they see as enemies. And and I decided, after being raised by my grandmother, to fulfill this role when I become older. I decided I wasn't going to do that, and I ran away from my family. And I am searching for quests and things to help right the wrongs done by my family for so many generations. Yeah.
Cool stuff.
How Tatahi is my name. Born in the treetop village of Akirava, home to the Ironbark Monastery, a village mainly of Venaran monkey-like humanoids who are good with, or mainly there to be monks. Like the town, the town is generally monk-filled, but they have like druids and other things to fill the roles. He was born there, and I guess sort of general information. There is something called the Great Bout that every generation of Venarans go through, and one of each generation is picked by the Great Monk, the head of like the entire town, basically, to learn from the Great Monk, and train with him for a month or so. After that month, they battle with some of the rest of the generation in the Great Bout. That person who the Great Monk picked, fails and dishonors the Great Monk. They are cast out from their society, and this is what happened to Tahi being picked, but being a bit too out there mentally to focus enough to win. He lost burning half of his body in the process. Most of his left side, his tail is burnt, and now he runs around the world trying to keep up with his monk traditions, but knowing he needs to be a bit less monk monastery-like. He's doing what he can.
All right, Chris.
Hi, I am Jorvik Elisk, who goes by Vic. He's the oldest son of a baron that runs Forest Watch out in the middle of the woods. Growing up, the oldest child of the baron, he knew he was going to take over eventually, so he's a cocky, arrogant asshole. But he didn't really, they're not the prancing little silken noble type people. They live out in the middle of the frontier, so he goes out and he works with the lumberjack crews. So he's a womanizing, arrogant lumberjack, and that's okay. He pretty much always carries his big-ass lumber felling axe no matter where he goes. Like, if he's going in town to buy a beer, he has his axe because he's a lumberjack and that's what he likes.
I think we can handle that.
I think
A little bit.
currently his father is in the midst of dying, but refuses to really acknowledge him as the real heir because he feels that he's spent entirely too much time out dicking about. So he's got to go to the main town to get approval to see if he can actually take over the barony. And that's what he's up there dealing with right now, is cocky, arrogant, ready to take.
All right. Well done. Clarissa.
Well, my character is Vala. She grew up in a cult that despised magic and kind of secluded themselves when the technology was kind of just like Steam and kind of old school kind of stuff. And then she found like an old guitar, because like their cult was based underground, and they were wandering around old mines, and she found an old guitar, and some of the people helped her fix it up and tune it, and she started learning how to play, kind of put the whole village to sleep, and then they wanted to burn her. So, away. And now she's just, she's out there doing it, trying to live, discovering this whole new life she wasn't really aware of before.
Goddamn Jigglypuff.
What?
I said goddamn Jigglypuff.
Okay, fine. Don't sit in my lap.
All right.
Ask and you shall receive.
She takes requests.
So everybody's met everybody unofficially outside the game. I guess I want to sort of say, make a note of something. There's a lot of us here.
Really?
And there's going to be a lot of talking going on.
Really?
So do your best to not interrupt people. Just, try to be mindful of the people talking. I know it's going to be hard to try to pay attention to who's talking and say your own piece and do all that. But just, be patient with everyone. We'll get to everybody if they want to say something in time. And if you have something to say and for some reason you can't speak up or whatever, just, set a quick chat or something so I can see it and I'll acknowledge you directly and we'll deal with it. But I think we're all pleasant enough that we shouldn't have an issue, but just try to keep an open ear for that.
I would just like to say real quick, for the last campaign, for Kyle's campaign, I was the designated recorder. So right now I have using screen capture software to record the D20 screen, and I'm thinking for last time what I did was just upload the videos to a Google Drive that we all shared. I'm thinking this time I'll throw it onto my YouTube channel, and I'll make sure everybody has my my account name and all that stuff. So if anybody wants to watch it, rewatch it, or share it with somebody, you guys should have access to them. And I'm just so everybody's aware.
Is it gonna be the same quality as last time?
I'm gonna keep playing with it to try and get it as good as I can. I did some tests this morning, so it should be okay for today. I'm still playing with the idea of actually buying some software, but we'll see what happens.
That'd be neat.
All right. So hopefully that'll turn out. We can review those. Maybe have some sort of recap at the end of the season. We'll see what happens. All right, let's begin.
Peter, I like your shirt.
So, you all are in this store for your various reasons. You all have your purposes. And you all decide to come to the Grand Adventures Expo, or the GAE as it's referred to by the locals.
I definitely want to go to portables.
There's various armorers, there's drinking booths, there's the Grapist in the corner there.
You guessed it.
There's some ale on the other side. Shops for magic items, for potions, basically anything you might out of a situation. This expo. Welcome to explore around, go to different shops. All your tokens are on the bottom now, so if you want to use those are over there.
Where am I in my cart? I'd like to set up my cart.
Imagine you have a cart with you. Just for the sake of easiness, I'm not going to give you a cart to drive. You see an array of glistening glass, various scents and mixtures going on in there, different, some concoctions all over the place.
I still have an herbalism kit. Still good.
Or, to make potions with. You don't necessarily have an affinity for detecting what potions are which. But if you'd like, you can ask the shopkeeper what they are.
I'm just sniffing around right now.
Okay. Anybody else?
Is there anywhere with just general goods, like some food?
Like food?
Like bread and stuff?
Yeah, actually, over at Unconventional Clubs, which looks like mainly a fish dealership, they also have, food and whatnot. I mean, it's sort of general purpose.
Gotcha.
They also have very large fish to use as
Are they mighty trees of the forest?
They do have herrings for sale,
Yeah.
but they're quite expensive. I don't think you can afford them.
Alright.
No one has any shrubberies either.
Yeah.
So like the
Vic, I see you've approached the Grapist. Would you like to... hello, sir. Would you like to order a nice port, perhaps?
Port would be vastly appreciated.
That's please. And he hands you what people would normally regard as a tankard and not used for wine, but he's kind of being generous today, so he gives you a tankard of wine because why not?
That's good.
Everyone's having a good time.
Fabulous, thank you. Draws down about half the glass.
Ooh, quite the drinker, sir.
Waves and wanders off.
It's not conversational either.
Pal, are you buying food or what you doing?
I'm by my cart. Doc is greeting everybody as they go by, saying, "Good morning, welcome. You curious about Bahamut?" Just trying to see if there's anybody he can pique an interest with.
Despite the number of tokens, there's actually quite a large crowd moving through here, and somehow almost every single one of them managed to avert their gaze completely, just trying to act as if you don't exist.
I greet every person pass by. Thank you. Ride with me everywhere.
I'm gonna approach Doc, seeing as he is another Dragonborn. I will approach him. Good afternoon, sir.
A fellow Dragonborn. Hello, sir. How are you today?
I'm doing well. What is it? What brings you to this market festival?
I quickly grab from the cart a single pamphlet and I hand it to you, and I said, "Well, I'm with the Church of Bahamut, and I'm here to spread the word of Bahamut. If you're so interested to hear of his stories."
Sound like a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah. That sounds super fascinating.
You better Lord and Savior.
It's essentially what I'm doing. Scaly.
You will enter shiny and platinum.
As fascinating as that sounds, I was more curious about what clan you may have hailed from.
Clan? I hail from no clan.
Your Dragonborn clan, no?
I do not know of which you speak, sir. I was merely raised by two humans off in the... I already forgot the name of the islands I grew up on.
Who needs to
Newland
remember that?
Isles. Off to the northwest.
Oh, I see. That's a very unique situation for a Dragonborn.
Indeed, my parents told me they found my egg just on their porch one day and have raised me since.
All right. I was going somewhere with this, I thought.
He's
I'm
cutting
sure
you off with
would
a
like to hear
cast.
more about Bahamut and his wonderful tales.
What is Bahamut's main principles?
Bahamut believes that all should believe in life and to protect life, and that everything has its purpose in life.
I see. I guess then my purpose would be to continue seeking other people to talk to. And I walk away.
Have a good day. I missed your name, but have a good day, Sir Dragonborn.
He tried.
I did.
Can I just make sure you got my message?
Your message?
I tried to send you a message. I think I said the wrong name.
If anybody got a message for me, it was not meant for you.
Ignore it.
Octa is now staring at these shields, looking at these ones particularly right in front of her that are bigger than her body.
Why, hello there, miss.
I'm doing well.
Oh, I'm off the bell. Oh, yes, I'm just running this stand for a friend. It's not really mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like you're selling drugs.
Just holding them.
I was just, checking over these. These are quite large. These shields here.
Well, yeah, we call those tower shields. They're for the biggest of the best. They're like paladins and the like, you know?
Oh, okay, I understand. Okay. And I continue to peruse down this way. I am a fan of this. This particular one is nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the name of the check I want you to make is. What's it called? That would be sleight of hand. Sleight of hand, that's the one.
How do I hide it? Should I hide it?
You can hide it if you want.
Yeah, whatever.
You know what, just make the roll, and nobody else knows what's going on, so, yeah. Oh, damn, okay, yeah.
Wow. Whatever you're stealing, you stole it. It is yours now, sir.
so I'm good.
Is this you, Ian, over here?
Gotcha. This
All right.
is right here.
So you did that. Vala, what are you up to?
I'm looking for charges.
Oh, you find them.
Arms, and arms.
You guessed it, arms.
Sorry, I left the time.
Seeing that you started and ignoring Demon's going to go over and talk to Vala here. Well, you looking for something particular?
As he walks away, Octet lifts one of the tower shields and tries to hold it, and can't.
Make a straight throw.
Really? I thought you were joking. I just,
Crit fail, crit fail.
What are you looking for?
Drops it on her
She gets
tail.
out her blasters and she like puts them on the table and she said, "Well, this here is thunder and lightning, and I got plenty of lightning, but I need a little more thunder."
Oh, you're a clever one. Well, I'll tell you what. It looks like you need some batteries for those. Unfortunately, I don't have those particular kind of batteries here. Mine are a bit more old-fashioned. But over there at the Split Arrow, they deal in more of the ranged type attacks, that sort of thing. So they may have what you're looking for.
Oh, okay.
But if you're looking for anything else, Diamoth is your guy. I do everything, really. I'm just running this booth today, but I'm all over the place. What's your name?
conversationalist there.
She kind of looks at him a little strange. She says, "Vala."
Oh, nice to meet you, Vala. Like I said, the Split Arrow's got what you want, but, if you want anything else, come right back to me, eh?
All right, will do.
All right.
And have a good day. And then she walks over to Doc and says, "Hey, I was in a cult once."
Oh, really? I don't like to think of ourselves quite as a cult, but more of...
Well,
Would you like to hear the stories of Bahamut?
What kind of a... Well, sorry. What is it that you're in that's not a cult?
It's the following. We are the followers of Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon.
She gives you a little side eye and says, "Okay, what are you giving away here?"
Oh, just some pamphlets, some information, local churches in the area where you can hear more about the wondrous Bahamut.
Is that a demon?
No, Bahamut is a Platinum Dragon.
Well, that sounds like a demon.
Dragons and demons are very different. Do you not know the difference between the two?
Not really.
Well, it seems like we could spend a lot of time talking about this if you really wanted.
She's like, "Well, I'm kind of looking for charges right now, so I gotta go over to Split Arrow. I got some videotapes to return."
Okay, well, have a nice day, miss.
All right, you too. She goes over here and looks at the man, like, looking for charges.
I'm just gonna be sitting near, enough to hear all of Doc's conversation, just to get some laughs in myself while standing up.
Dope bread. So you're a poo. Kyle, make a perception check to see if you can tell if
Thank you, I was
a
gonna
monkey man
ask.
behind your head.
I was really hoping to fail, so I'd have to get chased around.
I'm sorry, you're just too good at what you're doing. Doc, you hear this sort of cackling behind your head, and you turn to see a humanoid monkey man sitting on top of a pole eating a loaf of bread, staring at you just with a smile on his face and bread in his mouth. He's just right behind you.
I'm literally right behind you.
Oh, that's you, okay. And say, "Oh, well, hello there, Mr. Monkey Man.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you today? Would you like to hear about the stories of Bahamut?"
Is Mr. Monkey Man not racist?
Everyone else here would love to.
Wait, say that again, Ian.
No, but I'm sure everyone else here would love to.
Oh, that's a really great stories if you're so interested.
Oh, no, I bet, but I mean, I'm sure the others would love to hear it more.
I'll continue my storytelling from here then, but if you want to know any more, you just let me know. What is your name?
Ow!
Bao. I will be sure to keep you in mind here.
Okay, I'm just gonna sit there, join my bread.
Vala, you approach the split arrow, and there's a very surly looking guy back there. He's obviously tired of doing his job, but he's there because he has to.
Well, looks at him and says, "Hey, you got any batteries?"
Yeah, what do you want? You want like Fulgen or Fulgen M or what? Like, what do you look for?
I don't know, what works best in these? She pulls out her guns and she shows them.
Yeah, all batteries are the
Pulls
same.
out her
man.
guns, her arms.
They all work for the same. What kind you want?
This guy gets
I'll
0.
just take those, and she points to a set.
All right, that's something. I don't know. That's some gold, I guess. Like 5 silver.
Gold and silver, that's great.
You know, that's really big. She says, "Well, I don't know. Do you think maybe you could give me a deal? It was my first time in town, and you know, I don't have a lot of gold."
His demeanor quickly changes to one of like he's glaring at you now, like you're making his job worse somehow by making him work more. So go ahead and roll a persuasion check based on that.
Sorry, I have to scroll down.
Wow. He's like, yeah, fine, whatever. Just 2 silver then. I don't care.
Sweet. She gives him 2 silver. She grabs it. She goes, probably back over just to hang around Doc to see if anybody else thinks that he's in a cult.
Okay.
She kind of just starts strumming on it.
Vic, what are you up to?
I'm standing over here looking at these unconventional clubs, wondering precisely how long a fish can last as a usable weapon. Somebody with a fish.
Oh, you haven't tried it yet. Let me tell you, it is the best of weapons. There's a lot of weight there. There's a little bit of slippage, but it's a good weapon, I'll tell you what. Get yourself a nice glove. You swing that thing. I'm telling you, nobody's going to come knocking at your door anymore.
Yeah, because they think you're a crazy
person. At my door, or no.
I'm sorry, what was that, sir? I heard some laughter in the background.
Would the ladies continue to come to my door with this big stinking fish at my side?
Oh, sir, the ladies can't help but come to you when you have a fish this big. Let me tell you what. They see you have something that size, that girth, they won't stay away.
And how much do you charge for the fish?
Well, depends on what model you want. There's the salmon is specially reinforced, in case you want to have a row. That's going to run you about 5 gold, I'd say. There's a pair of trout, which work best when you're dual wielding. They're about 1 gold a piece. They're not so bad, but they're not as strong. They don't last as long. It's not so good. And we have a special swordfish model, but it's probably out of your price range.
And how long can I expect my fish to last? Do I get a warranty with my fish?
No, sir, we don't offer warranties, but you could probably, if you preserve it properly, you rub it with certain oils and which I also sell here. You can it can last for up to 5 days.
Oh, 5 days.
Yep.
That sounds marvelous.
I really want to see you buy one of these just to smack someone with a fish. I really do.
I do believe I could.
Get the reinforced salmon.
I could probably go 2 gold, 5 silver for a salmon.
For a salmon?
Yeah.
Sir, these are top of the line salmon.
Which is why I'm offering 2 gold, 5 silver.
Go ahead and roll persuasion on that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
maybe not.
I think that wine hits you a little hard.
You're convincing and all, sir, but no, these are high quality, special issue salmon. Okay, they go for no less than 5 gold. Final offer.
Wow.
Fine, I suppose I'll take a stupid salmon for 5 stupid gold.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! If you're gonna have that attitude, I'm not selling to you.
Well, you're lost then. I tried to buy your salmon. I did, sir.
Tried to buy my stupid salmon. Get out of here.
And I have seen that whole interaction.
You're on the other side of a very large booth of weapons, so probably not.
Dang it.
Oh man, that was beautiful.
Alright, Arcus, we have time for one more thing, and then something has to happen.
This potion bottle toss, is that like a game?
It is.
I'll step up to play.
Hi there, dear. Would you like to play the game?
Yes, please. How does it work?
Alright. It's just 1 copper for the play, and you get 3 tosses. There's bottles all over the place. You just give it a shot, okay?
Alright. Again, give her the copper and dexterity
Alright,
check.
so-
What do I do?
Yeah, roll 3 dexterity checks.
Oh.
So you toss your rings out, and 2 of them find the necks of bottles. One of them skitters off into the darkness. Oh, you did a great job, lad. All right then. You get the medium-sized teddy bear.
Alright.
And it's actually, she has one like bear that she calls bears because everyone calls it bears, but there's one of every kind of race, but like a little baby version of it. So like there's little dragonborns there, and there's little half elves and gnomes, and, just a great crowd. Which one would you like, dear?
Oh god. I'll just take a dragonborn.
All right, she hands you this little, probably 8-inch size dragonborn doll. It's clearly very cheap and poorly made, but it looks like a mini version of you.
Alright, I'll take it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, dear. Come back again.
She was a nice lady.
So Demoth here, he sees you all gathering around, and he's interested in Muhammad a little bit.
Eric is leaving. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye! You there, Dragonborn or Saurian, whatever you go by. You talking about Muhammad?
Yeah, Chris is there.
Hello, everybody.
Bye. Hi.
Hello.
She has a lot of data if you haven't noticed.
Clearly.
Okay.
Get her out of here. We're playing a serious game.
Says the man who talked about fish for a full 3 minutes.
Okay, those are very high quality fish.
Fortified salmon. Make a row.
Anyways, so Demoth looks over the. Did you hear what he said? I don't know.
Who comes up to me?
Demoth, he's looking over his booth at you.
Oh.
It's like, oh, hey there, Dragonborn or Saurian or whatever you call yourself.
Dragonborn, yes, I am certainly talking about Muhammad. Would you like to hear, sir? Can I get your name?
No, I'm Demoth Barno. Nice to meet you.
Demo.
Yeah, Demoth Barno. That's my name. I'm just sort of sitting here selling weapons and the like, but I was wondering, you seem like you have the look of the worn battle adventurer to you. Travel around a lot.
I do. I travel quite a bit. So I like to spread the word of the husband where I can and protect the weak where I may still find them.
Oh well, that's quite nice. I'm a bit of a veteran myself. I'm only doing this one time. I'm usually all around the place, doing all jobs here and there.
That's quite nice.
Yeah. That's it's my living.
Where do you find these jobs?
Oh, I like your age. I usually start in taverns, and there's always some rumor floating around. There's the odd guy who's parakeet got sick, and you need to go get some medicine for him or something. It's just anything happens. It's a crazy world out there, but
Right. Do you know of any rumors going around recently? There's got to be something going on with so many people here.
Oh yeah. You know what?
What voice was that?
Brad, that was
Kyle.
I'm making a voice for my character. What do you expect?
Hi, Chris. Welcome to the group.
Thank you. That's Mom. Hi, Mom.
How's everybody?
Doing good.
Good.
Good. Hi, Clarissa. Hi. I have no face, but a lovely pattern.
They've
We don't
also
feel like showing.
cameras off.
I want to show their faces.
All right. Have a great new game.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Well, there must be some sort of rumor going around with so many people here at the Adventuring Expo, the Grand Adventuring Expo.
Well, actually, there's nothing going on around here. But there was a pub somewhere or a tavern, I forget. But somebody's dog is missing. That's what I've heard.
Somebody's dog is missing.
Yeah,
Somebody
starting off.
famous, I'm sure.
Travesty.
Some
Well,
random person's dog missing is not news to the likes of most, I'm sure.
no, he's a friend of mine. Actually, it's news to me because let me tell you about this dog. It is the size of a horse.
Is he now?
And I'm not talking like a mastiff, like it's a pony or whatever. It's literally the size of a horse.
Wow, that's quite the size of a dog. Are you sure it's a dog?
Bella says, "Is it a horse?"
Octa is very interested now.
No, it's a dog. I swear it's a dog.
Brad, your
No.
mic unmuted or something.
My mic up here.
Brad,
Something. I heard you talking, but it wasn't as loud as it was before.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Am I still like quiet or?
No, you're good.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
All right.
I just missed what you had said just prior.
All right. So I was saying it's as big as a horse. And no, it's not red, and it's not named Clifford. I don't know where you got those ideas. I've never seen a red dog in my life. It's a proper looking dog. It's not like weird or anything, except for the monstrous size and all. But yeah, that's what I've heard. That's the rumor running around.
Can you ride it like a horse?
He actually decides to come around and talk to you guys because it seems impolite to talk through his boots like that. And he's going to start poking through your pamphlets, reading them a little bit.
Please, my favorite one is this one, and I hand it to him, and it's about Saint Leomar, a famous paladin of Bahat.
You like him, are you?
I'm just part in the big scheme of the world.
Alright. So as you're talking, there is immediately there's immediately the sound of tremendous crashing and cracking, and there's a large collision right next to you guys. 1 second.
Not the ring toss booth.
Stop.
The poor potions.
Oh wow!
The sorry in the middle. The ends are all torn under. There's wood spur. You all happen to be sort of behind Doc's cart. Pow is on his stick, so he's safe from the shrapnel. And gigantic is just there, looming over. He's got to be like 20 feet tall. His scales are blue, and then he's just sort of looming over the entire convention. Everyone is looking at him. They're all sort of in various states of shock. Some people have started running away. What do you want to do?
I shout up to it and I say, "Well, hello there, giant man. Who are you?"
He's currently faced away from you, and he remains faced away from you. He does not respond to you at all.
Oh.
Bella looks at Doc and goes, "Is that your god?"
No, that is not him. That is certainly not Bahatman.
He opens up his cavernous maw. I always wanted to say that.
I'm glad we gave you reason to.
And he says, I am Shashath the Ancient.
Shashath.
I have come to reclaim this land. I have been locked away since before your petty chaos war, since before this civilization reaped itself out of the ground, and I will reclaim it all.
Nobody cares.
And at that, he actually turns and looks over his shoulder at you.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
He attacks you.
Yeah, what else would you expect?
There's nothing I can do about
You
it.
done poked the bear.
You made noise at a giant saurian.
Brad was not expecting to enter combat this quickly.
No, my
That shit.
Getting kind of excited about it.
Quick question: is he evil?
I forget, do you have the ability to naturally determine that?
I do.
You do?
My divine sense.
Because Paladin.
Yeah.
Paladin.
Yay, paladins!
Yeah, you do.
Because cult.
You do sense an evil presence from him. You also, all of you, get the sense that this creature is immensely powerful and ancient. Like there's probably
Hence
nothing
his
you can do
title.
against it.
Way!
We just see Ballin just like turn and start bolting. Go.
If I die, guys,
Nice knowing you, monkey man. That was yummy bread.
I swear, that sounds racist.
Oh, he referred to himself as monkey man.
Does a 23 hit?
yeah, it does.
Holy crap! Does a
Yeah.
23 hit? Yeah, I would think.
Level 1 anything.
Wounds on him just to.
What are you doing? He's not hurt yet, but you can heal him after the fact if you want.
Okay.
I'd like to stand up to defend him, but I mean, I don't think I reach for this first attack and all. But you know, I don't care how strong or big or evil this guy is. Oh yeah, I'll turn my TV off. Sorry.
Ian, you take 21 points of damage.
I'm down.
Oh,
I don't think we were supposed to fight this guy.
Jesus.
I get launched off of my quarterstaff and just I'm on the ground.
At this point, he turns away, facing the rest of the crowd. He's just ignoring you because he feels like you're not a threat anymore. In fact, you never were. He just wanted to teach you a lesson.
I'm knocked out.
Soon I shall reclaim my dominion. But for now, you will cower in the terror that I may come. And he just sort of stands there looming over everyone. People have started running away at the sight of you, essentially dying instantly. They're all scattering, they're running away. Demo's like, we've got to go, guys. Let's run, come on.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
I'm gonna run over to Owl, and I'm gonna do lay on hands.
Okay.
And I'm gonna at least give him. I'm gonna give him all 5 of the health points I can give him at this point.
Okay. So,
I guess I'll cast Cure Wounds.
okay.
Oops. I no longer have my lay of hands. Healing.
Go ahead and roll for, yep, there you go. Okay, so Pow, you get another 7 hit points.
I'm back full. Thank you.
Alright.
Oh god, that was not smart.
Demoth starts running away. Are you guys going to follow him, or are you going to stay to fight? What are you doing?
I'm
I'm gonna try to stay back to make sure everybody else is running away.
I'm going to do
Try
the
to
same.
intercede
I'm gonna-
on any people he tries to attack.
I'm gonna help Bao run away, because I would assume with only 7, he probably is still a little hurt.
I'm staying back with Doc to also make sure everybody gets can get away.
All right. At this point, Shashoth he isn't moving. He's just sort of glaring down at everyone. It seems like he's trying to impose some sort of terror on them, not necessarily kill anybody yet. So he's just sort of sitting there looming, surrounded by the wreckage of the shop.
Talk to him.
I don't think there's much to say.
I want to make sure he tries not to hurt anybody else. I want to make
Okay.
sure everybody's getting out of here. Like, there's nobody else sticking around to try to fight or anything.
By this point, the crowd is pretty much shopkeepers have abandoned them. There's follow Demoth out.
I'm gonna run and grab a fish on the way out.
I was just going to say, I want to go get a damn salmon.
Okay,
What are you guys doing? Let's go. We have to get out.
just go grab one. He's not reacting to anything you're doing because he sees your salmon, really.
Take a third fish.
And a salmon. A reinforced salmon.
All right, so you're running out. You're following Demoth, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Hooters.
So as you run through the streets trying to get away from this danger zone, you find yourselves led into what appears to be a dim alleyway.
Where are we?
In a dim alleyway.
Shut up, Kyle. I'm in no tokens.
I'm sorry.
It had to be
You
said.
smart ass.
Anybody have magic missiles? We can shoot the darkness.
Shoot the darkness.
I don't like night vision.
Okay. So you're in this alleyway. You've sort of run into a dead end, not realizing where you're going, sort of stricken by the terror of the moment. Demoth's there too. Should be there.
Well, now where do we go?
Oh, shoot. I thought this was a road. And as he turns around to try to lead you out, and as he does, various figures start stepping out from behind the refuse.
I can't see anything. This is so weird. I'm too used to Dane.
So,
Yeah, right?
actually, you're the only one who, I think you're the only one who can see these people.
I certainly can't.
Yeah, I can't see any people.
Oh, they didn't make it to the layer. Second.
Sounds about right.
There we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
someone.
So, Volley, you see
Hey, there's
these
something
people.
here.
Stay put, pal. We're going to need to roll initiative, right?
What's this?
You see various Saurians step out from behind the refuse. They're all sort of cackling and then, carrying on. Oh, boys, look what we got here. Bunch of stragglers and layabouts running away.
You've got trouble on your hand, is what you have.
Bad idea.
Well, Vala, because she sees these guys coming up, she goes ahead and casts her Blade Ward.
Okay. All right. The one who's closest to you sees you making symbols and sees the aura of magic. He's like, "Hey, she's trying to do something."
Yay! Combat!
Combat!
Mortal combat. Oh, let me put the tracker up there.
19.03?
Oh.
What's the .03 for?
Roll
It's a
20 dice.
tiebreaker.
Yeah, it takes into account your dexterity bonus, so if two people roll 19, dexterity 3, dexterity 2.
Okay.
Okay,
No one
so
else has a dexterity modifier.
No.
Oh, Doc, you're so slow.
You bet I am. I'm in the front of the group and I'm so slow.
That's always Kyle's problem, isn't it?
Aha.
Somebody agrees.
All right.
Only for Doc.
So, Arcus, you see before you in the darkness, it looks dim to you, but you can see everything relatively clearly.
Mhm.
You see 5 Saurians. They're all holding laser pistols. They're clad in street clothes. Each of them has a red scarf. They're all wearing the same scarf. but they're all otherwise arrayed in general, like street, sort of general, like street clothes. Just they're just thugs, really.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're attacking us, Kyle. We're wearing blue.
What do you want to do?
I will. I will start with Chill Touch. So I will cast that on. The only guy I can see right now is this guy, so.
Okay.
I will
I
cast.
think you have to move up to him, don't you?
No, Chill Touch is actually, it's 120 feet. It's.
Oh, okay.
Ow. Fun range.
All right.
I create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of the creature within range.
All right. So he actually. Let's see. There's no saving throw right now. That's
Necrotic damage.
All right. So you actually, as you extend your ray of dark energy towards him, it hits him full in the chest, and he falls over dead immediately.
Oh.
Damn.
Bam!
These are some really fun Saurians, aren't they?
Aw, I didn't get that many fun.
There's more than one.
Is there anything else I can do? I'm not 100% sure how these turns work now.
Okay, so you have in your turn you have a bonus action, you have full action, which your action was to cast Chill Touch, so you've done that already.
Mm-hmm.
You also have a movement, so you can still move if you want. And if you have any spells you can use as a bonus action, you're welcome to do those as well. Like I think cantrips you should be able to do as a bonus action too. So.
I think only if it says bonus action though, because some of them say one action.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. If it's casting time is that short, you can do that.
Right. Okay. Then I guess I will, and so movement is equal to our speed, I'm guessing.
Movement is actually it's your speed. So
so I can go 30.
I think your bubbles, there should be a red bubble. That's your 30 feet of movement there, and each square is 5 feet. So
yeah.
there you go.
I'm gonna move up to there.
You want to get on top of the box?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on the box.
Okay. It's short enough. It's not an issue for you. You don't have to make any special maneuvers or anything.
The light
all
source right now where's that coming from?
Which one?
The light source right now, just because like it didn't change for me. I'm guessing it's just like coming from the hall.
Yeah, there's a lamp over. There's a doorway to the side of you there, and there's a lamp over top of it.
Okay.
It leads into whatever building.
Yeah, because I can't see anything else
Sorry.
past here.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
All right. Vic.
All right, Vic is going to go ahead and pull that big lumber axe off of his back in two hands, and I'm guessing I can't see any of the other Saurians at this point.
No, you cannot. Well, actually, no. I correct that. There is dim light throughout the alleyway. Let me fix that. Because you're not. It's not nighttime. Okay, there we go. There we go.
That's better.
Yeah, you did right.
Oh yeah, I can see.
Fabulous. All right, then with axe in hand, I'm going to walk up to this dude and
People down.
take a swing at his face.
All right.
No longer blinded.
Ooh, well swung. You hit him square in the chest, and you can see that he is pretty low. He's almost at death's door.
Why is this guy red?
All right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. I'll
So, since I have cantrips, do I have a bonus action?
If the casting time is a bonus action, you can use one for that. You can only do bonus action things that fit inside bonus actions. There's certain things you can do naturally that do, like drinking a potion, for example. But as far as your spells go, they have to be able to be cast in a bonus action time frame.
Okay. Alright, well, she's going to move just a bit closer, and she's going to yell at the one at the very bottom.
Which one? Oh, okay.
The very bottom.
Gotcha.
And she vicious mockery. She says, "Hey! Your mother was a Hanser and your father smelled of elderberries!"
It's a good start.
Natural 20 on a saving throw.
Oh.
So what's the... Oh, he just doesn't take any damage, right? Yeah. I think that's the case. Okay. So yeah, he sort of like, he looks at you and he gives you this weird, like, wry grin, like whatever you said to him was just too ridiculous to actually affect him. Just like, whatever, okay. Alright. Want to try anything else? You want to move, or is that your turn?
I mean, can I give him a shot with my, pistol?
Since that was your action, no, you can't.
Alright, well then I'll just stay there.
Alright, pal.
To start to in between these two guys.
Okay.
Take you swing at this guy with his with his quarterstaff.
Alright. Nice hit. You swing with your quarterstaff. You deliver a mighty blow right to his head, and he falls right over, dead.
And then I'm gonna turn around and right to the jaw, punch the next guy in the face.
The guy right behind you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you've already got 2 attacks?
He gets a bonus strike.
Damn.
Remember Moon?
Oh, that's right, Moon.
And that guy who was on his last legs, he collapses to the ground. You've done a significant head trauma to him, and he's done. He's dead.
Good.
All right. So that's your turn.
Yep.
All right. Octa.
I'm afeared Octa is not really going to be able to do much because all the people that were close are gone. I will move up here.
Okay.
And what's my range on my darts? How do I... There we go. 20 to 60. Oh, I can hit him then, right? Yeah. I'm going to throw some darts at him.
At which one? The one on the left or right?
This guy.
Okay.
I can only just do the one.
Yeah, only one dart at a time, unfortunately.
So Octa runs forward and whips some darts out from underneath her cloak.
Your dart flies right over his head, and he cackles a little bit, taunting you for your failure.
I couldn't see through these tires, no big deal.
Tires, yeah.
Yeah, it's a tire wall, What I do for getting it on the run, I don't know. Shit.
All right. Can you do anything else?
I did a movement and an attack. I don't think I can.
All right. So this one thug on the left, he's seen 3 of his L gang members die almost instantly for the most part. So he's pretty freaked out. He's gonna run away. So let's see. Speed. All right. So he's sort of around the corner here, almost pretty much out of the alleyway, but still kind of within sight for some of you. The other one is a little bit more tenacious. You see, actually, this one has a little bit more armor to him. He has, for those of you with a discerning eye, Vala, his weapon seems a little bit higher quality. So he sort of stands his ground, and he's actually going to take a shot at Hal there. With his heavy 14. didn't do an attack roll. Why didn't you do an attack roll?
I like it.
These stupid NPC sheets don't work all the time. It's annoying.
That's a bummer.
Alright, let's try that again.
You're breaking the fourth wall!
I haven't worked with them enough to know.
No,
Alright, does a 13 hit?
not even close.
Alright, so his blast shoots right over your shoulder, shooting into the wall next to Arcus.
Or wave at him.
He has a little bit of movement left, so he's going to actually sort of move back a little bit towards the entrance of the alleyway, but he's not leaving yet. All right, that's his turn. Doc.
Doc is going to move up to try to get in front of everybody. He's going to move up to try to get in front of everybody way up here. I'm going to turn, I'm going to face the guy, and I'm going to kind of like reach out with the warhammer in a pointing fashion and say, "Leave now and you should leave with your life. Otherwise face the same fate as your comrades."
Are you trying to intimidate, or is that what you're going for?
You know,
Is that the aura of what you're attempting?
yeah, that's pretty much what I'm aiming to do there.
All right, make an intimidation check.
Aura of intimidation.
Damn.
All
Yeah,
right.
bonus +4.
You and your charisma. You see this look. He kind of gets a little bit afraid of you, and you actually see him sort of take a step back. He realizes he's outgunned right now, and it's probably not the smartest thing to stay behind, despite the fact that he wants to, look good in front of his inferior. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right, Arcus, your turn again.
I will. I'll move up a little bit. 530. Yeah, I'll move up right next to Doc. And I will cast.
Oops, sorry about that. Ignore that.
Ridiculous.
Nice AC.
Sorry.
I'm gonna
I was just trying to look at something. I don't know how these sheets work yet.
range 60 feet. Oh yeah. I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
So the range is 60 feet. Yeah, you got plenty of range there. All right. So yeah, you hit him. 5 damage.
And his speed is
Are we
reduced.
talking like Diablo Wizard, Ray of Frost?
I don't know. Imagine it however you like.
They have that fancy new thing you can use with the dynamic lighting with the effects. It's fun.
Oh, the effects. Yeah, I think that's only like the API level though. I don't think I have that.
I think I got some of that.
You do. It's a little flame icon on your left bar.
Yeah, I don't have
I
that.
think only in the dynamic light player.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, maybe. Oh well.
Didn't we play with that at one point? No, never mind.
We played with fire. It's not a big deal. So
we got
so
burned.
you reach out, you blast your frost at him. You see a little bits of frost coat his armor, and he sort of reels from the hit, but he's still standing.
How does it blow up?
Anything else, Arcus?
Nope, that'll do it for me.
All right, Vic.
Vic is going to go ahead and get up here, up in here, on these people, up in there. And while he is on his way up there, he's going to reach to his back, pull out a javelin, and launch it at the dude down.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
So your javelin strikes him in the shoulder. He takes another little bit of the damage. He appears to be pretty weak right now. Looks like he's almost about to fall over from weakness, but he is still standing currently. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, Bala.
Oh, so she's gonna give it a go. She moves up a bit, stepping over the one dead guy. Just pushes in in the face a little bit as she goes over, and she's gonna try her luck with her blaster. She pulls it out. It's like, I hope you live like a little thunder and lightning.
Oh, you know, you should yell like, I hope you're not afraid of storms.
It's too late now. Your quip has been quipped.
No requipping.
So you're actually, yeah. Just how do you want to do this?
Yay!
Well, I mean, she just fires it.
Okay. You don't want to. You can aim at a specific portion of his body. You can go for
You
like.
can definitely go for headshots all day long.
Okay. So you shoot for his head. Your blaster actually somehow manages to get into his open mouth because he's sort of gasping from how much pain he is, and it just goes right out through the top of his head, and he just falls over, collapses on the ground. You know, there's no blood because lasers cauterize wounds, as we all know. And he falls over on the ground. They're all dead. The last one, he's still sitting around the corner. But Balls turns over. So, Pal, do you want to do anything about him?
Let's see. I wouldn't be able to get 40 feet if I leaped off of one of the two Dragonborn in front of me, would I?
Can I try to? I would like to actively try to stop him from trying to attack this guy. If he's going to try to chase after him, I want to like interject and be like, no, let him keep his life.
Okay, so, Pal, if you want to move past Doc, you'll need to make, I guess, opposing strength tests, let's say.
We're going to like jump on their shoulders and run and jump off of them.
I would try to grab your feet as they go on top of me.
Alright, so actually, both of you make dexterity checks then. You, Kyle, so you can catch him, and Pal, so you can, you know, jump on top of everybody and run. Alright.
Acrobatics?
Yeah, acrobatics for you, yeah.
Yeah!
So, as you jump onto Arcus' shoulders, Doc reaches over and grabs you by your tail and pulls you right back down to the ground.
Oh! Ow!
You actually take, Kyle, roll a D2 for that.
Oh! Ow, ow, ow.
Sorry about that, but he
1
chose his life and he will keep that choice.
So that's Pal's turn. Arthur, do you want to do anything about him?
No.
Okay. Alright, so back to his turn. So he's out of the picture. He's run away. He's out of range at this point.
Actually, Octa is going to be, like, poking at this dead guy next to me, see if he has, like, if he was attacking for any specific reason, like, if he had, like, notes on him or any symbols or anything.
The one right next to you?
Yeah.
You find on him some street clothes. There's that characteristic red bandana around their neck, scarf. You find, like, 2 or 3 copper and a very cheap laser pistol, and that's about it.
Well, I pocket the copper.
Okay.
Why not?
And that's it.
Alright,
I
so
don't want
seeing
the pistol.
that the conflict is over, Demoth, who was kind of sitting behind just watching you guys work, because he likes to watch,
So helpful.
he comes up, he's like, oh, boy, you guys are good. I mean, I could have helped. I could have, you know, I'm tough and whatnot, but I wanted to see how you guys could handle that. Those, see those bandanas they go on?
Yeah.
Those are the,
They seem quite interesting. What do they mean?
I don't know the name of their organization, as they may call it. I really doubt it's anything more than just a gang, but I've seen them around. They all have that same red bandana. You know, one of my friends in the station, the guard station, he might have interest in what's going on here. So if you want to talk to him about that, you know, he might be interested. But for me, I'm gonna go. You know, if you guys want, I'll probably be at my friend's tavern, the Frothing Tankard, later on. So if you want to join me there, we'll have a pint together. But I'm gonna take off, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
And he just sort of sidles his way on out of the alley and walks out.
Sounds good. I'm pretty sure we had the invitation.
I'm going to go ahead and walk over to Leader McHard to kill. And I'm going to take his bandana first off and wipe the edge of my axe off with it, and then tie it around right below the axe head.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to take my javelin back and put it back in its little quiver thing. And then I'm going to go about searching his body for anything useful.
I'll help search.
Okay. So you find a heavy blaster pistol. I don't think he has it on. Yeah, 1 second. My screen's freezing up, of course. All right. He's got some very basic leather armor on right now. He's got a heavy blaster. He's got 1 gold on him. He appears to be, a little bit higher up than everyone else was. He's got a little bit more to him monetarily, status-wise. But you're taking the gold, pal?
I'm taking the gold.
All right. Vic, do you have any issue with that?
Nope.
All right.
Octa sees him pocket the gold and be like, I searched the wrong body.
All right. So you guys are gathered here. Some of you know each other's names, some of you don't. The only guy you do know the name of has walked away. You've just killed a bunch of guys who are all wearing the same bandana. And he told you to meet him at the Frothing Tankard if you want to. But that's up to you guys. So what do you want to do?
Well, I don't think we can go back to the town center thing.
No, that would certainly seem to be out of the...
That one's definitely out of the options.
Well, I guess it all depends on if big, ugly dino dude is still there.
It's a shame, really. There was some nice swords sitting underneath his butt.
I took this really cool. Then I pull out the swordfish I grabbed. Wasn't getting on this.
Salmon for dinner.
Starting to stink.
Why did I grab this again?
Because you wanted to?
Vic, you grabbed one too, didn't you?
Yeah, I grabbed a salmon.
You realize, as you consider the salmon you took, that you didn't get any of those special oils that the vendor was talking about. So you get the impression that your fish will decay pretty rapidly. Probably within a day or two.
Octa's nose kind of crinkles and said, I don't think that's going to last you very long.
I think you're going to make some really good friends with cats.
I will go ahead and, while we're trying to figure out what we're going to do, I'm going to pull out one of my hand axes and start chopping the salmon up into pieces. And I'm going to put some on each of the bodies. And put the head of it on the leader's body, like the salmon face right in the middle of his snout.
I'm just going to start eating this swordfish. Monkey, I can do that.
Octa's like, well, now these guys are going to get eaten by cats. So...
Yeah, that's lovely.
Val looks at the leader and starts sizing up his armor, wondering if it's better than the armor she has on now.
Let's see what armor you have on now. Actually, it is the same as the armor you're wearing right now. In fact, it looks a bit dingier. It's obviously not been cared for, but it's the same relative durability and strength.
She leaves it alone and hopes he gets eaten by cats.
Doctoral is going to say, well, it's a pleasure fighting beside all of you. All of you seem quite valiant to face such dangers. I am Doctoral Thunderbrand. I will probably end up going to that tavern tonight if any of you wish for some more company. And I start walking off to go to the temple I'd gone to the other day, the small church.
Okay.
And we don't have to act it out, but I just want to go talk to the abbot, Alaris, and let him know.
Tell them you lost their card.
Yeah, I lost the card. Let him know what happened.
My bad.
And then his plan is just to go to the Frothing Tankard.
I'm going to just head there right away as well.
Okay. I'll tag along with
Octa
Cal.
will head there as well, but with a small side detour to Dragons and Donuts.
You all see Octus take a slight detour on the route that every one of you were going is following. Does anybody want to follow her?
I'll follow her.
I say to the group, oh, by the way, I heard of a really great donut shop up this way. I'm going to stop there. I am a fan of donuts.
fish.
You can go there. I'll be at the tavern tonight, but in the meantime, I hear there's a whorehouse downtown that's just ripe with fun things.
Well, you have fun with your version of the donuts, and I'll go have my version of the donuts.
Oh, jeez.
It's gross.
Holes will be, eaten today. Vic,
Oh, good
you go
lord.
downtown and you find a very opulent building called the Lady in Waiting. It's your typical whorehouse. There's nothing special about it, and you do your business there.
You do your business.
I'm just picturing, like, I kind of am picturing, what's his name? I don't know why I can't remember his name right now. From Naruto. Just surrounded by women and drunk.
Jiraiya?
Yeah, Jiraiya. Surrounded by women and drunk.
Okay.
Me and Pow, I guess, are both going straight to the Frothing Tavern. Is that what it was? Tankard?
The Frothing Tankard.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Al.
My name is Arcus. It's nice to meet you.
Well, nice to meet you too. I reach out a nice greasy fish hand.
I reluctantly shake your hand and then wipe my hand on my shirt.
I go to my fish hand. I do walk.
I see you're quite proficient with that staff and your fists.
What was that?
I see you're quite proficient with that staff and your fists.
Oh yeah, I technically am a monk, so I've spent a few years training with these things. Thank you. You seem pretty magically inept.
Adept. Actually, that sounds like the kind of slip up your character would probably make.
Yes, I am a natural born sorcerer.
Fancy.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
Alright. So, everyone is heading to the tankard initially. You get there, it's probably 2 or 3 in the afternoon right now. There's a, or not strike, I guess, there's a few early drinkers, day drinkers, sitting around the tavern. Probably 4 or 5 people, just in their own business. Yes, alcoholists. And behind the bar, there's a portly looking gentleman. Your standard barkeep. There's everything cliched about him is there.
Never trust a skinny barkeep.
Never trust him. So I forget who all went there directly. Was it Pow, Arcus, Vala, right? Or
No,
just Pow and Arcus?
followed this to Dragons and Donuts.
I didn't know you were following me. I would have had a conversation with you, like Marcus and yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome to have an outfit.
I reach out a hand and I say, "My name's Octa."
Hey, Octa, how's it going? I like your horns.
Thank you. That's actually not something I hear very often. Thanks.
You're welcome. They're very shiny.
I try. And I Octa kind of gives you a look like, never heard that one. Thanks for that.
She puts her hand up for a fist bump.
Fist bump. I see you have a guitar.
Oh yeah. I'm learning how to play. I do okay, man.
I've never quite had the patience for it myself.
Well, it does take a lot of patience, but you can do it if you just try, keep at it, you know.
You can do it if you just believe. Octa flips, like, kind of twirls her glaive in her hand slightly and say, "I spend my time on other things."
Val looks at her and says, "Do you pokey pokey people?"
I do pokey pokey people. Pretty frequently. Though I prefer to pokey pokey monsters.
I have a special song for you.
Oh. Okay.
It's called "Carry On My Wayward Son."
Copyright infringement.
At this point, we have reached Dragons and Donuts.
Yes, you have.
And I say, well, why don't we save that for the tavern, where you could probably make some coin off of your playing.
That sounds good. Yeah. We'll see if that works. She looks at it, she says, I actually play at a tavern where I'm from, just to pick up some spare coin here and there. But I'm not super great. I spend my nights doing other things. I'll just leave that at that because she doesn't even realize what it sounds like.
Octa gives her another strange look and was like, that's great. I make my spare coins selling herbs and potions.
I like herbs and potions occasionally. They seem nifty. They seem like a nifty thing. What's your favorite herb? I like rosemary.
What's your favorite herb?
It's my favorite herb. I was not expecting that question. That's pain. I don't know. It's not even an herb, but that's what I'm saying.
Do you think that it really is bad for wolves? Because that just seems like it's kind of mean and rude of it to be.
It can be bad for werewolves, but, sometimes that's necessary.
I knew a werewolf once. He, scratched himself quite a bit, but, he was a cool guy.
I did as well. He was not a cool guy.
Did he bite you?
No. I managed to stop him before he did that. I'm not a werewolf. I'm looking at her what is with this lady?
Bala, do you believe her?
That she's not a werewolf? Yeah.
Because if you want, you can roll an insight check to see if she's actually telling the truth about that.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right.
At this time, since we're at the counter, Octa wants to buy, 2 dozen donuts.
Oh my god.
I have a sweet tooth.
Oh yeah, I can't do this.
So you walk in. Ball is giving you a look up and down, trying to figure out if you're really telling the truth about being a werewolf. And she's looking at all your limbs and trying to figure that out, and she can see that clearly you aren't a werewolf.
I flick my demon tail at her, really, I wouldn't have one of these.
Well, I don't know, man. I've never seen a werewolf demon, but I don't think that it's outside the realm of possibility.
From the things I've seen, I would say it's not, but I have been fortunate enough to not see a werewolf demon.
Sounds terrible.
Were-demon wolf thing.
You could be a hellhound.
That's a good one.
Octa does chuckle at that one.
Vala sits down, gets herself a drink.
All right, you guys are eating donuts right now.
Yeah, I'm eating a lot of donuts.
Back at the tavern, Arcus and Pow walk in. The barkeep, cleaning a glass like you'd expect. But there's something wrong with him. He's got, his eyes are red rimmed. His face appears to be a little bit wet. And his demeanor is sunken. He appears like something's happened to him, and he's quite sad about it.
Like he lost his dog.
For your brew, it's charisma, right?
Say that again?
Brad, charisma, right? Is my...
Yes, charisma. Actually, I think specifically, didn't I give you a brewing roll?
Oh, right, there is.
All right.
No, that's not a good batch. That's better batch.
Let's see. Let me open
You
up
making your own beer right now?
Yeah.
We're assuming he made it beforehand, just for the sake of story.
So as always, let's see some
He's been traveling. Let's see here. Oh, that second one's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, Lord. All right, so you have those. I'll tell you what they are in a second. Once we get this
I
stuff.
have to page, so.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. So go ahead and put two bottles of alcohol, one with the effects under the 1620, and one with the What was it, 1 to 5? Yeah, one with the 1 to 5 effects. Alright, so you walk up to the tavern keeper, Octa, Pal, what are you saying?
I'll let him do it.
What'd you say?
I'll let you handle
Oh.
it.
I walk up, sit down at a stool, and good afternoon, barkeep. How are things? How are things today?
Well, everything's fine. Yeah, it's fine. What can I get you, sir?
Just a standard ale, whatever you got.
Yeah, okay. So he turns around, he taps some ale for you, turns around, gives it back to you. And as you start tasting it, you notice it's a little bit salty on the top.
Yep. So I can visibly see he's like upset and like red faced and.
Yeah. He's very apparently sad,
Right.
and he's trying to hide it, but he's really bad at it.
Yeah. So you sure you're all right there, barkeep? My name's Arcus. What's your name?
I don't know. I'm just
Steve.
I'm Philip.
It's nice to meet you, Philip. Is everything okay?
No, it's not. Thank you for asking. These louds here have been ignoring me, trying to pretend like I'm a man and whatnot, and, ignore my tears and all that. But yeah, my dog got kidnapped or ran away or something. I don't even know where he is.
This dog, it wouldn't happen to be the size of a horse, would it?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, it's pretty big, I guess. I never really noticed. He's just my best friend.
What's your dog's name?
It's Mittens.
Mittens.
Dog. I like that name. His name's Pal.
Hi, pal. I'm Philip. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Do you want something? I can get you a drink or something?
No, I'll be fine. Try to the good one. I don't know which one to grab, actually, but I take my own out, open the bottle, and drink it.
All right.
That's rude.
Roll a D2.
What would you do?
Yeah. Flip a coin.
What?
All right. So yeah, you pull out the good one. You really feel no effects from it. You're just drinking at this point. But you don't feel any bad effects, so that's a good thing. Did you make that yourself?
Yeah, I did. Made it up during the travels, Pretty fun.
Cool. I mean, maybe if I was in a better mood, maybe we could talk about selling it or something. But I don't know. I'm not
We'll find out later.
Yeah, I miss Mittens so much. Nobody wants to talk about it. I just.
So what?
It's about time for Doc to enter the tavern.
It is indeed. Doc, I believe, right about now, Octa and Vala should probably be entering too, or right behind you.
I'm stuffing one last donut in my face.
Octa walks in, her fingers coated in glaze, I'm guessing?
Yeah, sure.
Glaze. She's licking her fingers, stuffing one more donut in her face, and Vala is eyeing her limbs, trying to find out if she's a werewolf still.
How many?
And as the three of you walk in, you see the same scene with the barkeep, Arcus and Power there, talking to him.
I'd like to walk up to Orca and say, "Hello there. I don't think we've quite met. I'm Doctor."
Were you walking up to me?
No, to Kirsten.
Oh. I finished chewing real quick, kind of cover my mouth with one hand, and go to extend one of my hands and see what it's covered in, and I kind of pull it back, and I'm like, "Nice to meet you. My name's Octa."
Nice to meet you, Octa. I hope you're enjoying whatever you're eating.
Oh, I went to Dungeons and Donuts up the way.
It sounds quite delicious.
They're quite good. They were.
To know, I hope you don't mind me asking, but I've never seen anybody quite like you before. Oops.
I'm not from around here, and there aren't very many of me in places such as this.
What are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Technical term would be a tiefling. I
Very interesting.
usually referred to more as a demon or half demon, or in some ways for lesser accepting peoples will call me demon spawn.
Well, I don't sense any evil on you, so you've got no troubles with me, so don't you worry about that.
Octa bows her head slightly and says, I thank you for that.
You're very welcome. Come, let us have a drink.
Gladly. I need something to wash all this sugar out.
I'm gonna try and take a donut.
You guys go into.
We'll go up and sit next to them, or I will.
Pow, I think
Yeah,
she
I
ate
agree.
all her donuts already, unfortunately.
I did. I apologize.
I reach in the bag and go,
I hand him the coupon they gave me for buying 24 donuts at one time.
Yeah, they give you that coupon, sure.
And say, here, you get a free donuts on me.
Bella says, I think you already got all the donuts on you.
I go and wash my hands quickly and come back.
I go up to the bar and I order a mead, and I say whatever she wants is on me to Octa.
Oh,
The barkeep, you see those signs of sadness. He turns around, he gets you a mead, and he hands it to you, and he sets one in the seat next to you for whenever Octa comes back.
You are right here, sir. You don't look so good.
He goes up to the bartender and is like, oh, what's wrong?
I'm gonna.
You're a kind lass. I couldn't eat something right now, but my dog is missing. I was just telling these fine gentlemen about it.
Dog is missing? What is wrong with this town?
like, how many dogs are missing?
I think it's the same dog, isn't it?
You find your dog?
It's. I'm gonna like lean over to everybody and be like, guys, it's the same dog.
Wait.
Oh.
You're all suing.
Didn't he say his friend, the barkeeper, was missing his dog?
Yes.
He said his
You're assuming it's the same friend who's the same barkeeper.
Okay.
There could be other barkeeps.
I'm assuming I back to the conversation and hearing them argue about whether it's the same dog or not. I lean forward and I say to the barkeep, Sir, pray tell, how large is your dog?
I don't know, he's pretty big, I guess.
Would you compare him to a horse?
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, yeah, that's about the size, yeah.
We got big dogs.
Demo.
Really big
Arna.
I want to see it. Guys, let's go I want to see the dog. Can we go find it?
I'll help you find the dog. I want to find the dog.
Would you do that for me?
Oh, wow.
I want to see the dog the size of a horse. Can I get a
Okay. Yeah, and he starts to brighten up, and he's kind of excited, thinking that this large group of very strange people is coming to help him. He'll accept anything at this point. Let's come with me. I last saw him. He was out in the alleyway doing his business, and then that's the last I saw him. I came out and he was gone. So, let me show you. Then he gets up and he walks out the back door. I'm assuming you guys will follow.
back door? I'm gonna.
I follow.
And
I follow after downing the ale, actually.
All of my donuts, so I still have some.
Okay.
I'm planning on luring the dog to us by waving donuts around.
At this point, Vic walks in the door and watches all of you file out the back door. Vic, feeling yourself very satisfied and whole after your adventures. You come upon this site. What do you do?
Is there anyone else behind the bar at the moment?
No, the barkeep is out the back door, and he's the only one working.
I'll myself a mead.
Do I recognize anybody else in the area?
Do a perception check.
I'm gonna lean over the thing.
Oh.
Oh, nat 20.
Good lord, you recognize everyone.
I perceive everyone.
Everything had.
You look at everyone. Your keen gaze, visits upon everyone's face. but there's no one there you recognize. They're all sloppy drunks. They're just, local riffraff. Clearly no one you would ever fraternize with.
Excellent. I take the tankard from the Gravest. I reach behind the bar, and I fill it up with whatever's closest to the front of the bar. And I,
with my tail,
drop a couple silver on the bar. And then
that's very kind. All right.
I don't leave anything. I just grab it and run out the door.
You're
yes,
shifty.
but I'm not an uncouth barbarian, but wait.
Well, now, wait a minute.
And then I follow them out there, because assuming I recognize the backs of the people I was...
Yeah, it's pretty easy to recognize. You see horns,
I would think
tails.
Octa at
Yeah,
least
they're
stands
kind of
out.
they stand out a bit.
Just a little.
I'll go follow them with now a full tankard of something.
Okay,
Go on
so,
behind him.
Ale.
so you guys are all in the alleyway. A couple of you still drinking because you're slobs. You're out in the alleyway. The barkeep is showing you there's this one spot where Mittens likes to do his business. Yeah, it's right over here. Sorry about the pile. I have a hard time getting rid of it. There's so much of it. There's actually a mound of unpleasantness, probably about 2 feet long.
Ew.
Oh my.
Yeah.
You sure he's the size of a horse? Because even horses don't leave 2-foot-high piles of dung.
He's a very big guy. At the end of the alleyway, there's a gate, which is open currently. At the other end of the alleyway, it's fenced in, so you can tell he uses this area to sort of corral him when he's doing his business. Anybody who's interested, make a perception check. Anybody who might be searching ground or anything for signs.
Good job choosing town or Ocarina of Time music.
Right.
Oh.
I'm gonna see if I can look over the fence to see what's on the side of the fence.
You're looking over which fence?
Not the gate, but the other fence.
Okay. You look out. You see a thoroughfare. It's a standard street. There's a few shops on the other side, but there's nothing going on there besides standard city stuff. Huh. Wow.
I
you
wanted-
guys are bad at looking.
I wanted to check the gate. I wanted to check the gate to see if it was damaged or anything. If there's supposed to be a lock and it was broken, but I guess I don't. I have no ability to check it.
You walk over to the gate and you see, yes, indeed, this is a gate.
I'm gonna yell that back to the guys. Guys, I think this is the gate.
Great gate, yeah, sure.
It should be in your skills. Click on the number or hit the pencil and you can click on the name then.
Yeah, if you just click on the name of it, it works.
Oh, that's your passive perception. Sorry, the plus number.
Oh, this. Well.
That's what happens when you roll a 10, people. All right. Vic, you notice around the dung pile, there's actually a little scrap of paper, and on it you read the words.
You read the words do.
There's the words "right home," as in right-home. That's what it says on there.
Like right as in writing, or right as in that way?
Right is incorrect.
Okay.
So
Or that way.
Correct home.
And that's all you see. It's just a scrap of paper that says that. Let's see, who else here? Vala, you're marveling at the size of the dung. You notice.
Yeah.
You notice Vic pick up a piece of paper. You see Arcus walk over to a gate and note that it's a gate. That's about it. How are you looking for anything specific, or are you just sort of looking around?
I was gonna look over the fence, but I probably got distracted by a bird.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. That's pretty good. Doc, what do you look for anything specific? Or you just sort of browse around?
Looking to see if there's any struggle in the alleyway, anything broken.
Okay. You see trash and you see poop, and that's about it. Octa, are you looking for anything specific?
Tracks or anything of the sort. I would think.
Okay. You do notice that there are some minor scratches on the ground. You think? You're having a hard time focusing on what they are because of the smell, but you do notice that there's something wrong with the ground.
Good thing I'm not the aim right now. I'd be dying.
Vic, do you want to share your scrap paper with the group?
Yeah. I'll take it over first to the slightly less mopey now bartender, to see if he recognizes the writing or anything like that.
Is that right home? I think I've heard of that. You know what? Yes. They're a pet store across town. They sell like food and the like. I usually buy my dog's food from there.
Are they mad at you because you have to buy so much food? She looks again at the dung.
No, I mean they're usually pretty happy when I come in. They see me and they're like, "How's Mittens doing?" And I'm like, "She's doing great." And then we're all having a good time with it. I've never once sensed any enmity from them.
Do they ever ask a lot of questions about Mittens that you may not expect?
Oh well,
The average conversation.
I mean they've always wondered like how I keep her, because she's so big.
Do they ask
Like
where you keep her?
yeah, they want to know. They want to make sure that she's in a safe place. And I told them where my tavern was because I want business. That makes sense, right? So so they know that she's usually in an alleyway behind my tavern.
Did you pay money for Mittens?
No, I found Mittens when I was a lad, adventuring and the like. I didn't get very far. I went as far as the woods. And I found the dog.
As you do.
At least you didn't take an arrow to the knee.
I don't like about that. He's on vacation right now.
He's on vacation.
That's a
Well,
nice
I think we should go to the pet store because I personally feel like they might have, had a vendetta against this dog.
Pretty penny for this dog potentially.
Okay. So you all sort of, are you all going?
Yeah, I'll go.
Yep, sounds
I'll see
good.
them leaving. Oh, we're leaving. Okay.
Yeah, implicit group. So yeah, you all sort of you find your way. Who's leading? Who's trying to find the place? One of you has to be leading.
It ain't me.
I'll go stock
I
off
guess
the board.
I suggested we go.
That works.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a survival check to make
I
sure
could
you
just
can
see
find
her. I could just see her sitting there going, "Okay, so that's where he's at. To the pet store," just walking in a random direction.
Effectively, yes.
So you guys you're walking around the city, following this half-elf girl who appears to know what she's doing. She's probably strumming happily the entire way, distracted by some new song that she's thinking up. And you find your way, you walk for 1 to 2 hours, let's say 2 hours, you walk for 2 hours, around the city, and you find yourselves in front of the Frothing Tankard again.
Well,
I don't think that would work.
he did say on the other side of town. We possibly should have gone. Are we at what part of town are we in? Southern, northern, western?
You're on the eastern side of town.
We probably should have gone west.
Yeah, you actually,
Instead of east.
you've been around the store a lot, so you know decently where most things are.
Oh, so I would know where this thing is.
You wouldn't know specifically where the store is because you never had a pet, but you do
Cat.
have a better idea of what's across town. So if you want,
Sorry, guys.
Can I ask for directions from the barkeep because he's gone there, so I'm assuming he knows where it is.
you can do that. You walk back into the bar. As soon as you
Wasted
walk
2
in,
hours.
his face lights up, and he's like, "Oh, did you find him?"
Not quite yet. Sorry about that, good sir.
Oh.
I didn't get your name, did I?
Philip.
I'm Philip. Yeah,
Well, it's a pleasure, Philip.
yeah. So I guess she's lost, is she?
No,
No.
the problem is we're the ones who are lost. You know this story, yes? Do you think you could give us directions?
Oh, yeah, I could, yeah, and he sort of, he points you, down certain streets, and he guides you by certain byways. Make an intelligence roll to make sure that you can actually properly discern his instructions and remember them.
I followed him in, so I'm listening as well.
Okay, you make it one at advantage.
Okay. How do I do that?
Just a straight intelligence check?
Yeah, intelligence. See on the upper right hand corner where it says normal, advantage, disadvantage. There's 3 buttons.
Oh, we're here.
Yeah, so do advantage and then click for the intelligence roll.
Click here.
Oh, look at you with advantage too. All right. So
I can't roll.
set your advantage back to normal for your next roll.
Okay.
So that's good. All right, cool. So the both of you remember pretty well the instructions. You know where to go now. Does one of you want to take the lead?
I'll take the lead.
Yeah.
I'll take
Okay,
the lead.
Doc
Perhaps
marches.
you know better where we're going this time. Follow me.
Who's the shortest?
We're off to see the pet store, the wonderful pet store.
I am certainly the tallest.
Go ahead and make a survival check with advantage now.
How tall are you, Kat?
The directions.
Advantage, survival.
Okay. So, oh, that could have been a natural 1.
Wow.
Yes!
All right. So you find your way across town. You go into a district that appears to be kind of specialty shops, and you find one. It's rather large. It actually looks to be the size of a warehouse, but the storefront is quite small. They must, have some sort of storage in the back or something, you assume. And there's a big sign up top that says "Right Home Pet Store," real big letters, bold and whatnot.
See, right here, right where the directions led us.
By this point,
Oh,
it's reached.
jerk.
It's
I
probably
thought I was the tall one.
It's probably about 10 in the evening. The store is closed. There's no lights in there. In fact, all the shops on this row are closed. You can tell, since they're specialty shops, they probably close early. Their clientele's limited.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, is this the place, guys? We're trying to find it.
We might as well take a look around and try to get to the back. Just to make sure there's a good look around.
Is there an alleyway maybe right next to it or behind it?
Yeah, there's an alleyway on the left side of it. It's pretty narrow, but you have enough room to get through it. It's walkable.
I'm gonna go check down the alleyway. Should I just do perception or?
Are you just looking down the alleyway? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, like I'll walk into it a little bit, see if I
Okay,
notice
alright.
anything.
Yeah, go ahead and do a perception check.
Come on. God damn.
You look down the alleyway, and you have noted, in fact, that it is indeed an alleyway.
I'm assuming it's really dark and he just can't see very well.
I can't see crap today.
It's okay, Peter. I'm right there with
There's
you.
a decent amount of light in this alleyway, actually. It's well.
Oh,
lit.
okay.
This is a proper business.
Hey guys, I found an alley.
Wait, what you looking at? I'm gonna look through it myself.
Yeah, I'm just gonna yell to you guys. I found an alleyway.
I'm gonna look for like track marks or anything like that.
Okay. Pow, are you looking for anything specific, or are you just looking down the alleyway?
An entrance to get in.
An entrance. Okay. So, Pow, you look down. You see what looks like some sort of garage entrance near the back of the building, on what appears to be the warehouse side of it. Vala, you notice there's tracks everywhere. There's a lot of tracks.
It's a pet store.
There's tire tracks. There's pet tracks because this is a store. You don't notice any specific set that rings a bell for what you would imagine a large dog prints would look like or anything like that.
I'm gonna go looking off towards the big old gate thing.
Okay. So the rest of you see Pow slipping down the alleyway.
Gonna try and bring it open.
Okay. You notice you try to pull on the garage. It's one of those rolling slide doors, and it doesn't budge. There appears to be a lock at the bottom of it.
Oh man. Well, might as well leave. I start walking out the alleyway.
Wait, guys. Can we pick that lock?
I don't know how to do that.
I certainly can't.
Anyone of you?
lumberjack pick.
So I don't think any of you have thieves' tools or pickpocketing tools or whatever, pickpocket tools. So if you want, you can make an attempt with something you may have on you, which would probably be at a disadvantage depending on the thing. Or you want to smash it open. You're welcome to try that as well.
Do I have anything that might be helpful in my entertainer's bag?
What do you have in your enchanted pack?
While she looks through her pack, Octa just kind of looks around and yells, "Mittens!" or whatever the dog's name was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How loud are you yelling?
Very loud.
Okay.
And I whistle. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to hurt anybody's ears.
Very faintly. Actually, make a perception check.
Okay. I need to get used to these. There it is. I click over here.
Okay.
God, I can't roll today.
You hear the echo of your own voice. You think you hear what may have been a bark, very faintly, but you're not sure. You can't tell for certain.
I'd like to try to keep my ears open as well.
Okay.
What's our general noise level like in this area? Like you said, a bunch of the shops were closed. Is it like deserted and every sound we make is being heard, or is there still like bustling noises and things like that around us?
A couple, like probably a block or two away, you can hear some, general crowd noise. That's more of a nightlife area going on over there. But in your area, every noise you make isn't really amplified, but you get the impression that what you do might be heard by anybody walking by. It's not super loud, but it's hearable. It's not like you're muffling your voice.
And is it possible to climb like in the alley to get on top of said pet store, or is the pet store like the bottom of a multi-tier building type thing?
It is a single building. It's only 1 story high. So if you want, you can make, let's see, that would be a acrobatics check to try to get on the roof. You do notice some crates nearby, but none of them are tall enough to reach the roof exactly, but you can try to sort of make a jump forward if you'd like.
Acrobatics or athletics? Probably acrobatics, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think acrobatics would fit better in this situation.
Oh.
Okay, so Vala and Vic, the double V's, you see them hop up on top of the roof, as well as Pal. All 3 of them jump off a crate, grab onto the edge of the warehouse roof, and climb on up. As you 3 get up there, you see that there's a few windows laid into the roof, and in fact there's one further down the way that's actually ajar.
Ooh.
Well, is it a jar or a window?
Who makes a jar or window? No, I'm kidding.
Are there any like chimneys or things which I could say tie a rope off to up here?
There are a few exhaust units, some thin pipes that would let the air out. They don't seem like they would hold your weight very well, but you're welcome to try it to see how it works.
Hey guys, this window's ajar. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
You want to come outside? And I walk and I'm about to jump down.
Are you actually going to jump down, or are you about to jump down?
I'm about to jump down to see if they want to follow.
Okay.
Oh, can we look around and see if we can see any signs of the dogs first?
Like through the windows?
Well, no, from on top of the building, out into the city.
Oh, okay. So you're just looking over the cityscape to see if there's a dog out there?
Yeah. Oh, it's a big dog.
Yeah. Make a perception check.
What's his dog?
She found him.
Well, I mean, it's not like it changes anything. You look out over the city. Somehow your keen half-elven perception takes over, and you see people everywhere.
Somehow.
You see lights shining through the city. You see dogs, roaming the streets. There's a few strays here and there in the next few blocks. That's about as far as you can see. But there's none so large as you imagine Mittens should be.
Okay. It figures that on this check I will roll super low, but all the other ones.
That was ridiculous. All right.
Well, might as well on a half down.
Octa looks at Doc and goes, "Care to try to get up there with them?"
I'm not sure my weight will do so well up on their roof.
I'm a bit.
Trying to
And
climb.
I am the shortest of everyone.
I'm
And I
gonna
look up.
I could certainly give you a boost if you'd like.
I have a rope.
It's easier for you to get up.
I have a rope.
I'm just going down anyway.
I'm gonna stay on the ground, and can I hear Pow like falling in, jumping down into the store?
I'm sorry. What was that again?
Do I hear anything when Pow jumps down into it?
Did you actually jump in, Pam?
Yep, I jumped in now.
All right. Make an acrobatics check for that.
Cool. So I hear a lot of crashing.
You jump down through the open window. You land in a pile of what appears to be cages, and you kind of disrupt them. You fall over them. They tumble on top of you.
Oh!
So hearing that, I'm gonna walk around to the front of the store where I'm guessing there are windows to see what the heck that was.
In a way,
How wide is the window up top?
It is probably about 3 by 4. The opening. Pow, you take 2 points of damage.
Ow.
And how long are my javelins?
I think it's like 4 feet, right? That sounds about right.
If I take the javelin, will it sit like in the middle of that window and not fall in? Like if I hold it across it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to take the 3 javelins that I have. I'm keeping one in my pack. I'm taking those, tying my rope around the 3 of them to make a bundle, setting it across the window, and I'm going to climb a rope down into the building.
Ingenuity.
Lumberjack.
I don't see why. Can I open the front door?
The front door?
From the inside, yeah.
Oh, from the inside? Yeah. You see, there's a door. There's a door that appears to lead into the front of the shop, and then there's the garage door to your right at this point. So which one do you want to try? Open one of those?
Well, I mean, I saw a lock on the outside of the garage door, right?
Yes. You do see there's a little latch on the bottom of the garage door there.
No,
I think that's successful for Vic. That seems pretty sound. I don't think that needs a roll or anything.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Stand quietly into the warehouse.
and then go open the door to the front for the actual.
Okay. So you unlock the latch. You roll open the garage. There's a loud sound as it rolls into its mount.
You said the actual store.
Oh, you're opening the front door to the store?
Yeah, because
Okay.
there's a lock on the other side of the gate, isn't it? Like the other side of the garage door.
The lock is on the inside with you, so it's like one.
Well, I don't see how I can open that.
Sorry, everybody froze.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to go to the store.
I'm here. We're good.
I can't hear anybody right now.
Oh, do you want me to put headphones?
That looks like he has a
Fine.
signal.
They froze. Yep, there you are. You're back.
I don't think sound like he's reloading. I'm going to take this advantage to go grab a bite of food real quickly.
Yeah, you want to take 5, everybody?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Potty breaks.
Okay, 5 breaks, do it. I win.
Okay.
Aye.
You like my character?
Your character is quite interesting.
You just said, what kind of world would it be when he's not taller than you? So.
Oh, bastard. I was like, there's anybody's taller than me at 6'6".
Nope.
Yeah. Cheesy poops.
I have yogurt.
Sausage gravy.
And I got Cape Cod potato chips.
Oh, that I wish I had.
I got some Pringles.
Angry Orchard.
Does everyone have their snacks?
I'm bad.
Okay.
Hard blackberry soda. Or black cherry. Store by us had them on sale. So black cherry, blueberry, and grape.
So, where were we? Ian, you were just opening up the garage.
No, the store.
The front door. Okay, sorry. I thought you said- All right, so you go to the front door to the store, and it's locked. There's a keyhole on your side. You can't see any sort of latch or anything.
You know what? Is there a desk around in this area?
There are some crates nearby. There's no furniture or anything. It's really just a warehouse. It looks like.
All right, I can't break this. You want to try? Come again?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright. And it's just the internal door that I'm looking at here.
Yep.
So what do we need to do to attempt to break this lock?
Attack it.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and not attack it with the big gigantic freaking axe.
Okay.
Here's a little axe.
All right. So you hit the door. You hit right into where the lock is to try to disable that. You splinter it, and you can see the door kind of bend in a little bit, but it's not open quite yet.
One more swing then.
Okay.
As he's doing that, I'm gonna go to the garage door.
All right. Are you opening that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see the garage door slide up into it. You also, at the same time, Vic breaks through the door, and it bursts open. A loud crashing, cracking sound is made.
I'm gonna just try and him a quarter slap to the latch, whatever's holding it down.
Holding the garage down? Yeah, that's just a simple deadbolt latch. You take that off and you open it up. It's nothing difficult.
Gotcha.
Excuse me. And let's see who's outside. Doc, Arcus. No, not Arcus. Yeah, Doc, Arcus.
Well,
and,
I'm around front.
Oh, that's right. You went around front.
So I see the crashing of the front door, and I slowly pull the door open and see Vic standing there with his axe.
You try to pull the front door open, but you find that it's locked. But you do see Vic through the windows. You see him brandishing his axe, looking like he's just smashed through the door.
What kind of a lock does the front door have? Is it a lock or like a drop bar type thing?
It's got what appears to be an electronic lock, probably some sort of bolt in the floor and the ceiling. But the actual mechanism is operated by what looks like the keypad.
Through the window, can I see them entering through the garage door?
Make a perception check.
Come on, one good roll.
We're just breaking into this store, guys.
Yup.
I'm trying not to actively do anything to break into it.
So you look through, and pretty much all you can see is Vic and splinters, and that's it.
Uh-huh.
I'll call out to Arcus and be like, Arcus, they got the garage door open.
Say, do I see them coming into the garage door or hear them behind me?
Yeah, you're pretty close to the garage door. They're probably 15 feet away from each other.
Then I'll look at Arcus through the window and just.
And I'd be like, oh, okay. And then I go around and enter through the garage.
I give them a thumbs up as they come to the garage door.
So as you all walk in, get bearings on your surroundings, smash your doors. Vic, are you staying in the front of the shop, or are you going to come back in the warehouse as well?
Is the front of the shop well lit, dimly lit, like not much lit at all aside from streetlights coming in?
It's got some security lighting on, so a few lights around the shop are sort of letting it up for outside viewing, like a theft prevention kind of thing. There's also some street light filtering in, but you can see everything pretty much. It's a standard pet shop. There's rows of grain barrels and food, and there's racks full of toys. And
do I see anything akin to like a ring of keys?
You look behind the counter, which you might expect things like that to be behind. Go ahead and roll a perception check to see if you can find them, perhaps. Yeah. So you notice there's a lot of drawers in this clerk's booth. You don't really know where to look, so you're kind of overwhelmed by the choices, and you can't really find anything that you're looking for. You can't find keys.
Then I'll go back to the warehouse.
Okay.
I'm gonna look behind the counter for anything that might have anything about like documents of when people came in.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception for that. Alright. You look through some of the drawers, and you do find one that appears to be filled with ledgers and documents. There is one, as you look through, there's a folder called Recent Acquisitions, but there's a lot of documents in there, and it takes you a while to look through, and you can't really find anything. You find a bunch of lists of what appears to be names. There are a lot of strange names, like, pet names like Spot, Fido, and Boris, and Cleveland. Cleveland the pet, yeah. Get used to it.
There's the content.
And there's dates and there's times, but that's all the info on the sheet you can
I
find.
don't see any mittens anywhere.
No, there's too much to look through. You can't find that name specifically.
You only find gloves.
Hit control find.
For those of you who are in the warehouse, you look into the dimly lit area. Vala, you see more than everyone else because of your magical powers, and you start to see rows of crates, like animal crates, arrayed along the center of the warehouse. There's, most of them are empty from what you can see, but further back, probably about 50 feet back in the warehouse, you start to see some that are actually filled with other animals.
Are they being handled by top men?
Not being held by top men. There's no one in the warehouse as far as you can see right now, except for these two.
Mittens.
Doc would like to join her in calling out for mittens.
Okay. Both of you make perception checks for hearing.
Should I roll 1 too since I'm with them?
Yeah, actually, anyone who's in the warehouse can listen to this.
Gosh, darn it.
But specifically them, actually, because they're calling out for it. Yeah. So, actually, Kyle, Doc, Arcus, and Chris, I think that's, yeah. Doc, Arcus, and Chris, that's
Oh,
James.
God!
You all hear, from what appears to be the very back of the warehouse, probably 100 feet back, there's sort of a meek, like a dog whimpering.
Poor puppy.
But as soon as you do that, though, and you hear that whimpering, there comes a great ruckus of other animals chiming in to alert you to their presence. There's barking, and there's tweeting, and there's howling, and there's loud meows and yowls and whatnot. all along the row of cages, and there's more and more sound from the back of the warehouse specifically.
You guys find some animals or something? I was like,
Head to the back to try to find the specific box that may have rodents in it. Something that's quite large.
So you head to the very back of the warehouse, and at the literal back of the warehouse, there's a gigantic crate. It's probably 15 feet high, probably about 10 feet wide, and within you see the largest dog you've ever seen. It's probably like 14 hands tall, and it's got a big fluffy face. It looks like a shaggy breed, the one that has the really long hair.
Okay.
Irish Wolfhound.
Which one? Like the sheep?
The shaggy
or burners or
not a burner, although you know what? It's a burner because I love burners. Thank you for reminding me of that. You see Mittens. It's clearly Mittens. There's no mistaking him for the largest burner you've ever seen.
I'm gonna stay by the front door, by the door to the warehouse.
I give him a donut.
He's sort of timid right now. He backs away from you. He sort of retreats to the back of his cage as much as he can with his size. And he sort of puts his head down, trying to suppress his
make himself smaller.
Make the horse-sized dog smaller.
Can I use like persuasion or something to get him to not be so scared?
Actually, you can. There's an animal handling skill. You can try using that.
Oh, okay.
So Mittens looks at you. He sees you offering food, and he sees that you appear to have a kind demeanor. So he comes up and very tenderly, with his teeth, he pulls the donut away from you and retreats to the back of his cage and starts eating it.
Good boy.
Probably just disappears.
Doc would like to start looking around for how the door opens, if it's a key, try to look for a key or something to try to get this gate open.
Actually, as you look at this cage, and you actually roll perception, just to be sure you're actually doing it right.
Gotta do it right.
Oh, that's why I had you roll.
It's a cage.
As you like to be, you want to brush up. But you look at this lock, and you can tell there's electricity being used there. And it's a lock. Like you can tell it's latched, and there's no physical way to open it. But it does appear to be electronically locked.
Okay. Hey guys, there seems to be an electronic lock on this. I don't know much about this kind of lock.
Can I look around for a keypad or something, maybe close by?
Yeah, roll a perception check for that.
Oh, God damn.
Guys,
I'll look as well.
Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
little help.
The only person who can see anything.
Okay, so yeah, Arcus, you look around, you see there's a lot of animals around, you see they all have the same sort of lock on their cages, as Mintz does, but that's about it. Vic and Vala, you two, you split up, you search the perimeter, and in the corner opposite the garage door, Vic, you actually find what appears to be some sort of control panel, and on it there's a big safety switch that says release all in case of emergency.
Oh boy, we might not want to do that.
You're gonna throw the switch?
I'm going to throw the switch.
All right.
Did
you throw
we
the
shut the
switch.
garage door behind us?
The
No.
lights immediately come on. There's a row of bright lights flashing along the extent of the warehouse. There's actually red klaxon type lights flaring on, emergency warning kind of thing. And all the way down the row, every one of those crates, the doors pop open, and animals spring forth. Doc, you and Arcus, I think you're near Mitten's cage. That cage door pops open. Mittens actually remains in its cage. It's still kind of afraid of the situation, all this noise and light and whatnot. But all the other animals, they burst out of their cage and they start stampeding for the only open air they see, which is the garage door.
I'm in the garage.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to make sure you're not trampled by all these animals.
Lovely.
Who?
Pal, because he's near the garage door.
Acrobatics?
Oh, okay.
The dexterity saving throw, actually.
Try to close it.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to leap out all the way to the stampede. Do you want to try to close the door while you're doing that, or?
I heard close the door, so I'm going to close the door.
All right, so make, let's see, what would that be? What would be a good check for that?
Acrobatics? Athletics?
Yeah, athletics, because you have to pull it down really quick to get it past these animals. They're coming out pretty quick.
Let's hope I roll well.
Ooh, yeah, you leap out of the way, you jump onto the garage door and start pulling it down, but unfortunately you're just not fast enough, and your feet hit the ground, and animals brush past you, and they're out the door. There's nothing you can do to stop them. If you brought the garage door down now, you would probably hurt a lot of animals on the way.
Oh, we're not like animals. Guys, I didn't get the door closed in time.
As the animals pour the door out of the door, you hear some shouting from the street. So it appears to be, some people alerted to the animals' presence because they're stampeding out there. Hey, what's going on there? Somebody's broken into right home.
Oh no.
There's what appears to be guards coming around the corner of town. You can see them from where you are.
What the hell did we get ourselves into?
I just bolt out the door trying to get onto the roof.
Okay, go ahead and make an acrobatics for that. The rest of you, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stay with Mittens.
I'm gonna slowly walk into the cage, towards Mittens, with like my hand out, like all slow, like trying to get her to like trust me, so I can lead her away.
Okay.
I give you some donuts so that you can try to.
There you go. I hold out another donut to get her to come to me.
Okay, make an animal handling check with advantage because Mittens recognizes the donut as a good thing.
Donut, good food.
Okay, Mittens is actually starting to brighten up a little bit. Mittens is starting to brighten up a little bit. She's stopped bowing as much. She reaches out and takes the donut from you a little bit more assertively, not aggressively, of course, because she's rather timid. But she appears to be friendly towards you. Are you going to try to lead her out now?
Yeah, I'm going to start leading her out of the cage towards everybody else.
Okay, make a handling check for that as well, without advantage, just a standard one. Kyle, what did you wanted to do something?
Yeah.
I wanted to hearing shouts from the outside from people. I wanted to start heading towards the gate, the garage door.
Okay. So you're following the animals out towards the door.
Not running, just heading that way.
Mittens actually starts nuzzling your hand a little bit as you're leading her out, and sort of shoving her shoulder up into you to try to, endear herself to you. She's clearly done a great job of handling her, and she's smitten with you right now. So she's going to do anything you want her to.
Nice.
What's everyone else doing?
On the roof.
I'm going to.
We should get out of here quick.
Who can't run fast? Get on the dog.
I'm going to attempt to go back up the rope.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check for that. Okay, you make it up the rope. You're on the roof.
I'm gonna follow him on the roof.
All right, you guys are both on the roof.
And if no one else is down near where the rope is, I'm going to haul it up out the window.
Okay. Is anyone else going to approach the rope to try to get up?
No, I'm gonna stay with Arcus.
Okay. So, Doc, or
What do you think? We make a run for it?
and yeah, Pat, upstairs.
Say that again? Ka?
What do you think? We make a run for it?
Sounds like a good plan to me.
I think that'd probably be our best option.
Better hurry up.
So we'll
now,
leave.
as you, actually, the three of you on the roof, you look out at the alleyway because you can have a good view on it from where you are. You see the guards at the end. They haven't noticed you, but they're distracted by all the animals brushing past them. They're they're not getting trampled, but they're basically immobile. They can't move past the animals. But the alleyway to the opposite end is open right now.
Yeah, I want to run the opposite direction that all the animals are running. Everyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna have those two, Doc and I can't remember your name.
Octa.
Octa. I'm gonna
Octa.
follow behind them as they run out the alleyway with Mittens, right at my side.
Okay. Yeah, Mitten's following you every step of the way. She's not leaving your side. Everyone make a stealth roll to make sure the guards don't see you on your way out.
Oh shit.
If only I was Wervin.
Hey!
Nice.
Do you know if I have advantage or disadvantage because of my armor? I can't remember if it applies to chainmail or not. I gotta check the PDF.
Do you have chainmail or chain shirt?
Chainmail.
Okay. You have disadvantage on stealth.
Bummer.
Fun. Disadvantage stealth check.
Okay,
Hey!
Okay, Tyke.
Wow. Well, actually, you already made one, didn't you? Oh, no, you did. Okay, yeah. No, that's you. All right.
That's me.
Wow.
Thanks, Spike. Thanks. Really appreciate that one. Yeah. So, everyone, except for Doc, manages to make it out the back of the alleyway with being detected. But Doc, his armor's very heavy. He's not used to running. He's a very big guy. There's a lot of clanking going on. The guards are like, hey, there's someone running away! And they start trying to wade their way through the animals to get to you.
Okay. What else do we have as far as like options when we get to the other side of the alleyway? Is it like left and right kind of thing?
Yeah, the alleyway pours into a street. It looks like another row of shops. It opens up. You see streets on either end. It's a standard thoroughfare type place.
Okay, I'm gonna say to those I was with, I'm just like, take the path to the right, get as far away as me from possible. I'm gonna distract and take him to the left.
I'm gonna try and sneak away and follow him silently, out of view.
Okay, so you're sort of hanging around the corner. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna see everyone else go the other way, and then stick around to see what he's doing.
Okay. Everyone else, are you running away? You're trying to just get away as far as possible?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So.
Although I'll be completely honest, half of me doesn't want to return Mittens to the barkeeper because Mittens just going to sit in an alley.
Right. Mittens only goes out there to do the business.
He said that he keeps her in an alley behind the tavern.
No, he corrals her there when she does her business. That's it. She gets to come in the tavern. Yeah, you didn't even ask about that.
Yes, we did. We had that whole conversation. I did not make that up in my head.
Anyways. So y'all are running away. Akta, make a survival check to lead everyone back to the tavern. I believe that's where you're going.
Yes.
Yep.
I have 3. Oh.
That's okay. You know where you're going, so a 10 is fine.
I have a bonus on that and everything.
That's a 10 is fine. So y'all make your way back to the tavern. It takes you about an hour to run back that way. Doc and Pow, you two are at the end of the alleyway. The guards are starting to approach you. They've gotten about halfway down the alley. They're probably about 50 feet away. They are only focused on Doc right now. Pow is sort of around the corner, out of the way. And they're like, hey, you, stop. No move.
Run away from them.
You're going to run away?
Yeah, I just wanted to run in a different direction from the rest of the party.
Okay.
That's all I was really aiming to do.
All right, so you're running away too. You run to the left. Pow, you're following him, right? So, Doc, you actually make a survival check as well to see if you can find your way back.
Oh.
That's with disadvantage still?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should have advantage on that. So you can have you could have a normal roll, so that's still a natural 1 for you.
I was going to say, the regular roll's a 1.
Yeah. So, you start running through the city. Pow's following you, just trying to keep track of you. And you kind of forget where you're going. It's dark. You're not sure what's going on. and you actually find your way to another alleyway that's similar to the one you were in before, but it's slightly different in the fact that it's not the same alleyway. There's no corpses there. Alright, so you two are in an alleyway together. There you go, you moving token. Alright. And as you run in, you notice at the back there's actually a couple more of those Saurians, the same kind of guys you saw before, just sort of chilling. They're sitting on this pipe over here, just smoking a doobie.
Is there a door to a building right there?
There is a door right next to the one in front there.
I'd like to try to
what
duck
you doing in
inside
our
the
alley?
door. I don't want to acknowledge them. I just want to go to the door and try to get inside.
Okay, you go to the door, you notice it's locked, and the one Saurian you pass by, he's like, "Hey, you ignoring us? We're the Crimson Claw. Are you going to just ignore us?" And he starts pushing you a little bit, just trying to, like, rile you up.
I'm gonna stay a bit behind him as he does this. Find this little.
I need to get inside. Can you help me get inside?
Well, shall we help you, Guff?
I'll give you 10 gold each.
Yeah. I mean, make a persuasion check with advantage. That is the language they speak.
I had a feeling it would be.
And gold, Jesus Christ.
Let's see here. You know what? I'm thinking. He sort of looks back at his friend. I'm thinking we'll just take that gold, and we'll just go wherever we want. And he pulls out his blaster. Obviously, you're noticing, so there's no surprise. But go ahead and roll initiative.
Yay for great rolling, guys, right? Right?
Yep.
City. Octus is jogging along and quietly regretting one of those donuts. Just one.
Just one.
Just one.
It was one too many.
The rest were fun.
All right.
This is just going so well for me.
Great night, guys. Like, wow. This is going wonderfully.
You guys are doing great. I believe in you.
I'm glad you sneakily followed me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So Doc, you're right in front of the guy. He decides he's going to, he's feeling kind of cocky, so he's actually going to bite you.
All right.
With his razor sharp Saurian fangs.
I think fighting a dragon's a bad plan.
Yeah, right?
Right?
Why do you not?
I will say at this point, never mind, hold on. Let me just do that. Okay. Cool, that updates. Awesome.
Stupid thing keeps dropping the AC. Anyways, okay, so let's try that again. He's gonna bite you. Go.
Like a weirdo.
He tries to bite at you, but you see him coming, and it's kind of weird that he's biting you, so you instinctively dodge back. And the other one is going to pull out his pistol and take a shot at Pal. You see him holding his pistol sideways, and it's obviously a bad idea.
Turn it sideways. Kill shot. Kill shot.
I was gonna say I don't even know that Pal was following me. How do they know?
He's standing.
I mean, are you trying to stealth right now, Pal? Is that what you're going for? Stealth. Okay. So actually, roll another stealth to see if they see you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're successfully hidden. He actually because the stupid attack roll disappeared. Yeah, really tired of that. So actually, go ahead and he'll sort of aside a little bit and take a shot at you, Doc. Bam, there we go. All right, he misses again. Wow, geez, that's awful. And his blast just sort of hits the wall behind you, but clearly doesn't even graze you. All right, Al, it's your turn.
I'm going to run, leap off of this crate, and just like come down on him with my quarterstaff.
You're ready to go.
All right. So you're gonna sort of like do a jump attack kind of thing? Is that what you're going for?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump and boom, like two-handed.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check for that. Okay. Yeah, you jump and you try to land and attack him, but your footing's a little bit off in the crate, so you really just sort of land in front of him, but you're still ready to attack, so you can make your attack.
Alright, I'm gonna attack him then.
All right. You successfully hit him and kill him immediately.
Pow, what are you doing here?
What? I'm not going to go alone. And I moved over here, so I did 25 feet. I can move still more?
Yes. But I believe if you're going for your bonus attack, I think it has to be at somebody within 5 feet, doesn't it?
Let me read it.
I was going to say, you used all your movement, I think.
No, I can move 30, so...
How far can you move?
30 right now. Will eventually be higher.
That's literally Ian right now.
So these aren't hyenas, they're saurians.
As long as I make an attack action, I can use it as my bonus.
Alright, cool.
So I think I move from here, there. I can only move 5 more feet. So I can get there. So I'll point at it and be like, you made a mistake.
He is literally quaking in his boots right now because his friend just died instantly in front of him. Alright, Doc, it's your turn. Finally get your chance.
Thank you. I, again, do my intimidation tactic of pointing my big giant warhammer
Just
at
hit
his
him.
face and say, let me inside and that won't happen to you.
Make an intimidation roll.
I'm gonna show him my big grin, like my big toothy grin. Try.
God, so scared.
He immediately drops his gun, puts his hands up. I've never been in that door. I don't know. We just hang out here. I can try to open it. I've got some picks though. Please let me help. And
Try,
he runs
open it
to the
now.
door. He's gonna try to lockpick it. Let's see. That would be. What would that be? Dexterity. I'm guessing. Alright. And he sticks his pick in the lock, tries to jiggle a little bit, and it snaps. I'm sorry. I didn't know I'm very good at this. I haven't done it much.
Back away, and I go up and I bang on the door and say, please, let me inside. Trying to call out inside.
You don't get any response. You even hear your voice echo a little bit, but there doesn't appear to be anybody coming to the door. There's no
I
response.
think we should leave. Come on.
Smash it.
Fine, let's go.
All right, you walk back out into the street. You look around. You don't notice any guards. It appears that you've shaken them. I guess it helps that there's only one of you. It's easier to get away.
Yeah.
By their reckoning, at least. So, do you want to try to go back to the tavern at this point?
Now I'd like to go back to the tavern now that I feel like I've taken the
fuzz.
the guards.
The fuzz.
You're in an easier situation now. There's not as much going on. So go ahead and make a survival check with a more calm mind, and then put that in mind.
Find their way. How about that?
Pow, can I just like Pow, please? got me back to the tavern.
It's been a long
I'm
day.
exhausted.
It's been a long day, Mr. Mohammed.
So, as Doc looks at the street, trying to find the street name, trying to identify what buildings he's nearby, he is overwhelmed with this sense that he doesn't know where to go, and he probably never will. But pal, you come up behind him, you tap him on the shoulder, say, follow me, and pal leads you successfully back to the tavern. In the meantime, the rest of you, you've made it back to the tavern, you burst in the door, thinking you're still in danger of being caught by the guards. Mittens barely fits the door, but you notice that she knows, to sort of squeeze through. She's been here before. Obviously, she lives here. And the barkeep, instantly, he starts crying again, but, he's laughing, and he jumps over the bar as best he can to try to get over to Mittens, and he gives her a big hug. He's just so excited. Oh, you made it back. You brought back Mittens. And he's just sobbing into her coat. And, you're sort of gathered around. There's actually a larger crowd in the bar right now. There's more people gathered around. In fact, there's even a performer up on stage whose song has ended abruptly as you guys burst in. Are we missing Clarissa? Is she?
She
Yeah,
seems to have disappeared for a second.
I
There we
think
go.
I was probably back, so
Okay. How much? Did you miss anything?
no.
All right, cool. All right, so you burst in. The performer, she's in the middle of a song, and she sort of just stopped. She was playing a flute, and you're in the tavern now. About 30 minutes later, Doc and Pow are going to come running in, but for now, you guys are the only ones there.
I'm guessing at this point he's just... Sorry.
Yeah. She's mine. She's definitely mine. And he's hugging her, he's patting her, and he's kissing her, and he's obviously too excited to see his dog again to even concentrate on anything except for the dog. You do notice. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
While you're with the dog, I'm going to get more beer.
The crowd happen. Sees one of you split off. Walk calmly over to the bar. Reach over, fill your tankard, and there's a few people just sort of watching you go back and forth like a tennis match. And then you I don't know, you sit at the bar, or are you going back? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll go back over to him.
Okay, so you take your tankard, sipping it on the way, calmly walking back to over where the dog is, and they're just following you. Like, the fuck is this guy's problem? But also as he's petting and kissing and loving on this dog, you do notice that Mittens is actually starting to draw itself, it's trying to pull away a little bit, almost, and lean towards Arcus. It seems to be trying to, maybe get Arcus to pet it as well, maybe at least, so get Arcus's attention at the same time.
I will gladly give Mittens my attention, pet her a whole bunch, and turn to Philip and say, yeah, she's quite an amazing girl you've got here. She's very friendly, quite a smart animal.
Yeah, she is. She's my favorite. She seems to really like you. I've never seen her that attached to somebody. I mean, we've always had a good time together. We've been together a lot of years, but wow, she really likes you.
Well, I'm not gonna steal this guy's dog. I just got it back for him, so.
You, despite your better judgment, Mittens still appears to try to get closer to you, even as you may back away to try to separate yourself.
Peter, I think you're getting a giant dog.
It's not on my list of things to do, but I guess if there's nothing I can do to fight this.
So Philip is actually going to try to get Mittens' attention back as best he can. And, oh, thank goodness.
You really didn't want to give him the dog?
I didn't want to have to deal with a companion.
I didn't want to either.
Why did you do that then?
Because it's the nature of the world. I don't make the rules of how the world works.
Exactly. What you do,
So-
Brad.
So Philip actually takes Mittens' head in his hands and looks her into her deep blackish brown eyes, the biggest, most beautiful dog eyes you've ever seen, and just sort of stares her down, just like they have this connection, and it appears that Mittens is reminded of all the time they spent together, because she immediately stops leaning on Arcus and just sort of like walks away with Philip, and he goes behind the bar, and she goes to sit like right next to the bar where he works, and they're clearly she's forgotten about you, Arcus, at this point.
I'm okay with that.
He rolled a natural 20.
I mean, so did I before, so I guess that's why you were so keen on...
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So you brought him back. Philip is beside himself. He's so excited. You guys, you did it. I had no idea where she was, and you brought him back, and wow. You know what, you guys? Stay here for free the whole week. On me.
Ooh.
That's
I
so
will
kind of
gladly
you.
take you up on that offer.
And he opens up his, he has like a lockbox underneath the counter.
Midna says, okay.
He pulls out a lockbox from below the counter, and he opens it up, and he pulls out a stack of gold. And he's like, you know what, you guys have this too. I mean, it's everything I've made this week, but honestly, I couldn't have made any more money if Mittens were in here. She brings in so much business, and I love her so much, and you can have it. Damn it. So yeah, you guys stay here, the whole week. I mean, any more than that, we'll talk. But yeah, a whole week. It's all on me, and you guys.
Yeah, that's pretty much what she would do.
Yeah. Who's trying to accept the gold from him right now?
Octa's gonna step forward and kind of take the sack, open it up, look inside of it a little bit, and take a handful and give the sack back, and then like turn to everyone else, be like, I really don't think we need to take his whole week's earnings here, and hand them out.
There was 24 gold in there.
Okay.
How much did you try to take?
I took a handful, so maybe like 5. Well, how many of us are there?
6.
There's 6 of you.
There's only 24 gold in there?
Yeah. He's a tavern keeper. He can't give away money.
And when ale comes in at like 5 copper a pint.
Yeah.
Well,
and when people are stealing it left and right.
I take one gold for each of us. Okay, I know it's not much, but all we did was find a dog.
So you take that 6 gold and hand it back to him. Now only slightly lighter, and he looks at it. And he's like, no, I can't. No, you guys need to have this. I wouldn't feel right if you didn't have all of this money.
I don't speak for the entire group, I'm sure, but I would feel bad taking you from a week's earnings.
Well, you there, a large man with the beard and everything. Your name was Vic, right?
Right.
You'll take this money and give it to everyone, right?
Take the bag, stick it on my belt.
Yeah, he just took it for himself.
All right. As long as it's with you guys, I want you guys to succeed. You look like a good group of guys. I'd hate for something bad to happen to you. So just take the money. Have a good time with it, okay?
Octa gives out a piece of gold to everyone except him, and keeps 2 for herself.
Did we get there yet?
Because I still had my
You
handful.
did, yeah. So everyone gets 1 gold. Vic now has 18 gold additional.
Did we get there yet?
Yes. Right about now you're walking in. That sounds like good. That sounds good.
So that's another
Maybe
2
go up
gold
to the
pieces
bar,
for me.
barkeep and say, I'm glad you got your dog back. Can I get another mead? I'll probably need a couple more after this one, too.
Of course, sir. Anything you want. And he plops down 1. It's not as salty as it was before. Clearly the finest meat he has.
Can I get 2? The sweet stuff. Can I get 2?
2 meats for Ian, or for Pal, I'm sorry.
Octa asks for an ale.
An
Make
ale for
that
the
2.
lady, of course. Guys, I'm glad you're here. I'm very excited that you helped me with this. Stick around for a while. Tomorrow, we're having one of our biggest traditions all year. We have a great big celebration. Some anniversary that everyone's forgotten by this point, but we just come together and drink anyways. we have a
Life is always
huge,
worth celebrating. I will certainly be there.
great, because we have a drinking contest every year, and some really crazy characters come around. It's great. You're gonna love it.
I hear drinking.
Midna says no.
Apparently.
I would love to be a part of that.
So you guys are carousing, you're drinking. The musician starts up again.
Nice.
Clarissa is currently. I'm not getting audio from her. I'm not sure if she can hear us.
Got nothing.
Stop clicking the pen.
I'm here, guys.
Okay, cool.
Connor.
What are you doing?
So make sure.
Quit
I don't
disappearing.
know how it clicked off my broadcasting. Maybe because I left it open.
That's weird. But yeah, so you all are carousing about. The musician's playing a song.
Octa, slightly tipsy from her second she's now on, just now, mug of ale, points at Clarissa. It says, "You should play that song."
Okay. This song for a very dear friend who I think is quite amazing. And it just reminded me of her when she told me about herself. Just, we're best friends now.
We're best
BFFs.
friends now. Octa in her tipsiness goes, "Hey!" Yeah! Oh, I thought you were about to start playing in here and everything, Clarissa.
Oh no, I'm not that far advanced in playing guitar.
All right. Roll a performance check. Oh.
Oh!
It could be better.
It could have been better. So you strum your guitar, you start singing the lyrics that you totally came up with all by yourself, and people are listening, but they're kind of like, "Yeah, you're great," but you can see they're clearly sort of just humoring you because they know you made the bartender happy, and after one song, they're like, "Yeah, that was good," and they're sort of like, making motions to shoot you off stage.
Oh.
That's fine.
I call Vala over and say, "Come have a drink." It was awesome.
I hang my head and go to the bar and say, God, I'm gonna have to practice this shit.
You
So,
certainly do.
wow, you guys are not very supportive.
Not very good.
I pat her on the shoulder and be like, "Sounded great to me."
There we go.
And I chug my third mug of ale.
Okay.
So you guys carry on the rest of the night. You're drinking. You don't drink so much that we have to worry about calculating it. And you go up to your rooms at the end of the night, and the day is over.
I'd like to go back, not to stay here, but I'm going to go back to the temple and stay at the temple.
Okay. So you find your cot in the midst of the chapter house at Bahamut's temple in Astora.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of you find your rooms. Everyone else, I'm assuming, is sleeping here?
Do I still have the room that I was in with the other lady, Petunia person?
You would have to pay for that again. The ferry they charged you was for the use of their wares as well as a temporary lease on the room for like a few hours. So,
No, where I was before the whole meeting. with
Petunia. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, still have that right. Sorry, I forgot about that. Yeah.
I'm gonna go crash there.
Okay, so you go home. Petunia is in her bed, clearly asleep, but she has this sort of sleepy scowl on her face because she knows you're going to come home late, like you usually do.
Mhm.
All right, everyone else?
Yeah, I'm staying at the tavern.
All
I'm
right.
at the tavern.
I'm gonna meditate for a little while and then go to sleep.
Okay. So as you all come to rest, so too do we as players come to rest, and we're done playing for today.
Woo! First session in.
We ended that shit up.
Yeah.
I was so certain I was going to get taken in and arrested for breaking out.
That would have been funny.
I kind of feel really bad about letting all of the animals loose.
I
like to think they were all stolen as well.
They may have belonged to other owners too, so they may have
Exactly. That's why Vic doesn't really care. He figured if people are going to steal one animal, they'll steal any animal, and animals belong with where they choose to be. So he threw the cages open.
Yeah.
He was on the
Doc
middle of the
doesn't
woods.
regret
He's
what
a
we
giant
did.
frontier dude.
That's true. Doc is just super worried that that's going to come and bite us in the ass at some point because he knows.
might literally bite us in the ass.
A dog's gonna run up.
Snake all of a sudden.
I have no indifference to this entire scenario.
Nipta would like your attention, Brett.
Clearly.
I'm completely indifferent to this entire scenario.
Oh, she moved. Well, she was just sitting right there.
Ah.
All right. Well, good job, guys, for the most part.
Good job to you, Brad.
Nice job, Brad.
Thanks.
Brad,
Yeah, good GM.
All right.
it is a whooping the shit out of those guys. Doggy.
We've got to go make fruit kebabs.
Yeah, we gotta get going. So,
Yeah, we're celebrating his brother's graduation, also his brother's birthday, also his brother-in-law and sister's anniversary, and Father's Day.
Some
All on the
anniversary
same
that no one
day.
remembers, but you're going to get together and drink anyway.
One of those. And they asked us to make fruit kebabs for it, so we have to put together some fruit kebabs.
Nice.
Nice.
That's delicious.
We're going to sit in the air conditioning because it's like 104
We're
degrees
gonna work
outside
on
and
the
80%
twins'
humidity.
bedroom.
Wow.
Dear God, please don't let it be that bad outside here today. This is... No.
North Carolina is sapping our souls. So
Actually,
something.
it feels a lot better today, Kirsten, than it did yesterday. At least when I was outside earlier.
They want to eat it outside.
I think we're gonna be at the house anyways.
Are we going to be at the house? They said
That's
to
what it says on
expect at the
Cozy.
Glen.
It says on Cozy right now.
Please text your father
Okay,
and ask.
we'll text them, but I'm saying that's where it's officially at. So yeah. Anyways, we gotta go. So see you guys later. Good play today.
Good,
Thanks,
good
guys.
play to gay.
Bye, guys.
Good play today.
Good play to gay. Good play to gay, guys.